Hello, hi. The game will appear at some point soon. Yay, PC gaming. So how's it going, everybody? Hello, Red, Ducky, Cortex, Meowmix. Hello, hello. Happy heckin' Saturday. I don't know how far I am into this, but we'll see. We've been through all of that. Stuck on this timeline. I haven't looked at Yako at all. How's the weekend been? Oh, by the way, new cat tree. Kuro approved, apparently. He kept jumping on it while Red was trying to build it. It was silly. Like the bottom part where the house is, like before the house got on there, he was jumping up. I was like, oh, this is neat. Yeah, Kuro approved. Yeah, I was trying to hold on to him and he was being a little wiggle worm. Like, sir. You gotta wait. Slane, hello. It's a nice cat tree. It's got a little scratchy thingy. But huge thank you to the community for making that happen for him. He's been very excited. Missy Fate, hello. Okay. So we can't do this one yet. We're stuck on this one, I think. Seems like it. I guess we are Yako. Just makes me keep thinking of Animaniacs. Yako Sakazaki searches for the rite of resurrection, hoping to revive her friend who jumped to her death. To get the information she needs, she meets with her classmate Mio Kurosuzu in their classroom at midnight to attempt using the spirit board. Boop. Spirit board at midnight? That's spooky. Can't people do this during the day? I like our little star hair thingy. That should be everything. Okay, let's start. Ready for this, Yako? No. But sure. Okay, I'm ready. Okay, let's see. She's a high school student. We don't know if she has a curse echo. But Yako is a student in class 2C at Komagata High School, unable to comprehend why her childhood friend and classmate Michio Shiraishi committed suicide. She attempted to investigate the incident herself. However, she was unable to make any progress and, feeling desperate, invited transfer student Mio Kurosuzu to join her in performing a spirit board ritual. Born and raised in Honjo, Sumida City, Yaku's family has owned and operated the beloved candy shop, Sonoya, since its establishment in the early Showa era. Despite her modest appearance, Yaku is a cheerful and vivacious young woman with a sense of duty and compassion so strong that she is easily moved to tears. She is also a bit quick-tempered and quarrelsome, always prepared to stand up against those who harm her family or friends. Possible, however, that this readiness to fight is more driven by an innate love of chaos. Like in chaos. Yaku's winning streak against arrogant boys and scraps since she was a child remains unbroken, the source of considerable stress for her mother. Super Moose is hello. Yes, it is his new turn. Yes. I can see it. Got a little scratching post attachment thing at the bottom, but also a actual post that he can scratch as well. He clearly enjoys it. Yeah, Meow Mix, that's the Sailor Moon 3DO opening. Like, for some reason, they're just bouncing around dancing, kinda, sorta, maybe, something. Nobody knows. Alright, let's start. This is a spirit board. This is how we'll be communicating. First, we'll put a finger on the 10 yen coin that's on the board. Oh, okay, boop. Like this. Just like that. Relax your finger as much as you can. Now for the chant. Repeat what I say, okay? Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board, please visit us. Your turn. Scepter. Spectre of the Spirit Board. What? No? Please visit us. Oh, I didn't pay attention. How would you know though? They sound the same. How would you know? He's unamused. You're a little off. Huh? Just relax, say it again. I thought it was weird that it was having me choose it again. Spectre of the Spirit Board, please visit us. Your turn. The Spirit Horde. She's so done. Her face is a mood. Good. Does it look like she's pleased? Please tell us if you're there. Oh, it really moved. Looks like we succeeded in the summoning. We can ask questions now. What if it went to no? Like, clearly something is still there. Right, questions. Start with the question that you know the answer to and see the response. Then when you know your questions are being answered truthfully, you can ask what you really want to know. Okay, I'll start with something simple. Is it really you? No. What is my name? I think you should know the answer to this. Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board, what is my name? Oh, am I actually... Huh? What's the matter? How strange. Am I actually... Tell me no? I bet it means it doesn't know. Maybe the Spectre of the Spirit Board, but it doesn't know everything. Spirit really the real deal? Yeah. It's fine. Feels like it's giving me attitude. What is this place? Spectre of the Spirit Board, where are we? Hi. Me and Marek, hello. High school. A nightmare for a lot of people. High school, that's right. The answers don't seem to be very precise. Is it really you? Spectre of the Spirit Board, are you truly the Spectre of the Spirit Board? No. Okay. That's a no, is it lying? Not quite. Spectre of the Spirit Board is just a temporary name we call them when using the board. I'm actually calling a spirit with a strong... Wait. Calling a spirit with a strong tie to this place. Or one of the people participating. In other words, a spirit is just... a spirit that just happened to be nearby, just felt like answering. They don't really think of themselves as the Spectre of the Spirit Board. Oh, really? Seems like some of the mystique has disappeared. Do you mind if I still call you the Spectre of the Spirit Board? They do mind. Yes, okay. Thanks. Or whatever. Always good to remember to say please and thank you. What is this girl's name? Fine. What is the name of the girl across from me? Mio, that's right. Not fair, it knows your name, Mio. Her face is killing me. I'd even use that weird character you used to spell your name. How flattering. You've arrived to the best face in this game. Look at her. Lidipus, hello. Thank you for the raid, the pink snack raid. Princess Liz, hello. Captain Confusion, Lidipus, Many Master, hello, hello. How's everyone's weekend going? We're playing a visual novel adventure game called Paranormasight. Adam, hello. It's published by Square-Enix. Pretty good. Kind of spooky. How was your stream? What were you getting into today? First stream of this, but I haven't seen any more of it. I've been doing it on weekends. It's been really good so far. Has a lot of clever things I didn't expect. Roller coaster tycoon today. Ooh, nice. Do it Tuesday, but oh yeah, heckin' life getting in the way. How are the roller coasters today? They were well behaved? Good. I'm glad. Did we get a shout out for Lidipus? Thanks again for the raid, super appreciate it. We're doing spirit board stuff in the game right now. Mio is completely over life. Look at that face. Did you get Taco Bell or Taco Bell? Yes, Taco Bell. Melted Igloo, hello. I hope everyone's weekend has been good so far. Kuro got a new cat tree. He's currently very pleased. We have Mio Kurosuzu, high school student. Mio transferred to Class 2C at Komagata High School about 2 months ago. Although she is an extremely mild-mannered young woman, she exudes a somewhat off-putting dark aura, which makes it difficult for her to form friendships. Mio has, however, found a friend in her classmate Yako Sakazaki, and has begun opening up to her little by little. The truth of the matter is that Mio is the apprentice of a famous psychic, possessing exceptional spirit sense. She takes on the troublesome task of surreptitiously handling spiritual disturbances that break out in schools across Tokyo before they become a problem. She transfers schools frequently as a result, and thus has trouble making human friends. Mio's already solved an incident at Komagata High School involving a female student possessed by a spirit. Although she takes effort to hide her spirit sense, many develop an impression that Mio has a deep knowledge of the occult and the paranormal upon first meeting her, leading her to be anxious that her secrets have been exposed. The most common comment she receives is that she seems to get along well with crows and black cats. Have I finished the remake yet? No, I haven't finished it yet. We are in the castle currently. Mini Master, thanks again for coming in with the raid. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I bet. Even the teachers get it wrong all the time. Guess these paranormal beings just tend to take a liking to you. I don't know how I should feel about that. Chapter 3, you're in love with it? Mia's precious, all the head pats, yes, yes. She's pretty cute. Your weekend's going okay? Anything exciting this weekend? Just relaxing? Now, what is my name? I'll ask it again, what is my name? No. I didn't even hesitate this time. Alright, it's time to try asking serious questions. Yeah. Who does Mio have a crush on? Filling out. Spectre the Spirit Board, what is the name of the boy Mio has a crush on? Hey, you're going to ask that kind of question? Doesn't everyone ask this kind of stuff with spirit boards? Besides, I'm curious. No, let's not do this. It said no. Guess that must mean you don't have a crush on anyone. Ooh. Yeah, that's it. No is correct. Let's move on. Or maybe... Oh, Spectre the Spirit Board, do you mean the boy isn't in our class? Wow. Hey, stop that. Don't make me exercise you. If that's the case, then... Oh, Spectre the Spirit Board, is it a teacher at our school? No. Okay, good. Oh, no good, huh? Phew. Nako, cut it out already. Made the effort to sneak in at night. We shouldn't waste time with these questions. You've got a point. Michio's cause of death. Okay, here I go. I'll be serious now. Yes, please. Oh, Spectre the Spirit Board. Did Michio Shiraishi in our class, who died by committing suicide by jumping 1 week ago, really commit suicide? It really wasn't. Not surprised. I never believed it from the start. Now the important part. Yeah. Important part. Here's Michio. I like her little braids. Might be your favorite RE game. The OG4 wasn't even in your top 5, really. The fart's been kinda... It's been pretty similar to the first game. For me, I've just played the original once. That's all I have to go on. What's different about it for you? There might be something I don't know. It's been good, though. Michio was a second-year student at Komagata High School. She was found deceased 1 week ago in a back alley off South Arigasui Street. Her entire body broken and severely contorted. Police determined that Michio committed suicide by jumping from a nearby apartment building. As there was no suicide note, the police based their conclusion on interviews with Michio's peers. Michio was an honor student with a good head on her shoulders and consistently excellent grades, making her a favorite among his teachers. Although she appeared somewhat reserved, she had a positive outlook on life and a courageous spirit. Michio and Yako formed a long-lasting friendship during childhood, with Yako's unbending, uncompromising attitude deeply influencing Michio. However, beneath her strong exterior, Michio has been pushing herself too hard and keeping her emotions bottled up to the point where they risk overflowing. Following her father's death 3 years ago and moving to a new house, Michio began avoiding Yako. Although the two remained in the same area of town and attended the same high school, they gradually grew further apart. Jess, hello! How are you? Speaking of RE4, how was it? How far did you get? Hello, Jess. Dracos Hearts. Sammy Two Cats. Kara, hello. Boobs, hello. This one got ways into chapter 3. I forget which chapter I'm on. How far I've gotten. We're on everything. Thank you for the follow. By the way, we do anonymous follows. If you just want to lurk, I support it. But you're welcome to talk if you'd like. Everyone should go follow Jess, please. And thanks. Do it. One of my favorite people on the Twitch.
Snake. Would you like to see it?
Aw, Melted Igloo. Thanks for gifting a sub to Jess. Alton, hello. I'm playing a spooky game. It's, well... a horror-themed visual novel, so it's like not jump scary, but it's got spookiness. Thanks for the follow. But if anyone's new here, I'm overall. Typically I play retro games, but we've been branching out a little bit. The past couple days has been RE4 Remake. It's been pretty fun. The Saturdays have been Paranormasight. Lady, hello. We've been through... I don't know if we get more of a story path in this or not, or if these are all the characters we're seeing. So where did we stop? They grew further apart. Novel horror stories, your partner's playing RE4? Nice! Have you seen Deathmark? Always recommend that to everyone. It's a Spirit Hunter series. There's Deathmark and then a game that's it's just NG. I think it stands for no good. It's something. But it's just letters NG. Yeah, the new cat tree. It is the new cat tower, yes, yes.
Sandwich.
The baby. But horror-themed visual novels, highly recommend Deathmark and NG. But thanks to the community, Crow got a new cat tree. It arrived today and was assembled, and he's very pleased. NG is also on sale right now. Nice. The old one somewhere. We put it downstairs. He likes to look out the window in the living room, but we didn't have anything for him to sit on and do that efficiently. That's where it is right now. 612, hello. Croissants will be batted down at a higher level now. It's kind of the same height, maybe? I don't know. You don't really game, you like watching them? That's fair. Edgar has been super happy all like the past couple days. We got a new scratching post. And then the next day he got a new toy in the mail. And then today he got a cat tree. It's spoiled. So Michio is friends with Yako. But they started growing apart. Yako herself worried for her childhood friend, but incapable of wading into complexities of Michio's home life, kept her distance. Days passed, and though Michio longed to confess everything to Yako, the moment to do so never came. Michio carried an old talisman, a memento of her father, with her at all times. Memento, They're getting streams for background noise? I do that a lot too. Michio's cause of death. Spectre of the Spirit Board. Did Michio Shiraishi die in an accident? Yes. It said yes. It was an accident, not a suicide. Michio. Did she slip and fall from that apartment building? She didn't? What do you mean? Michio didn't die falling from the apartment building? No way. If that were true, then why was she lying on the ground like that in the back alley of the apartment building? It was an accident, but not a fall? Back to the Spirit Board, what happened to Michio on that day? Seems like it doesn't know the details. Where's the Rite of Resurrection? And how about a Spectre of the Spirit Board? We want to use that Rite of Resurrection to bring Michio back to life. Do you know where the Rite of Resurrection is? I wonder. Jump scare. What? What is this? Stop, I'm scared, Mio. Calm down, you can't let go before it's over. Such deep sorrow, resentful memory is flowing into my mind. Kill them, kill them, kill... okay, yeah, kill them all. That's what it says before every curse stone. You have acquired the power of the curse stone at the Fool's Procession. You can use it to kill those who hear the sound produced by the curse echo for more than 30 seconds. The effect will be negated if you are seen in that time. Press the Use Curse button to produce the sound. But you can't be seen, okay? I've read a little bit about this. There's a sound no one could find the source. It kills by fatal fall one who hears the music for 30 seconds without seeing the curse bearer. Resentful memory. Omiyo stood atop the tall festival tower. It was her time to shine and she was ecstatic. It's been years since she joined the troupe, but she had yet to enjoy her day in the spotlight. She wasn't particularly pretty, nor was she all that talented. As a gossip and a loudmouth, she wasn't well liked by her peers. Some of the other girls thought of her as a teacher's pet and bullied her. I don't care about them, she thought. I'll use this chance to make something of myself. Everything was perfect. She wore a beautiful kimono and an okame mask over her face. The stage was set. The accompaniment began. She danced with everything she had. Applause rained down upon her from the crowd. Breathing hastened with excitement. Gotta catch my breath. That's strange, I can't take my mask off. The smell of glue assaulted her nostrils. So that's how it is. I knew it was too good to be true. Her screams were drowned out by the music as she squirmed and struggled. Omiya was giving it her all today. We had to keep up. The crowd livened even more. No, no, please someone help me. She fell from the tower, writhing in pain as she begged those around her for help. The music stopped in time with Omiyo's heart. Spooky. The murderous impulse seeps into my soul like thick black tar. You hear it, curse bearer? He strongly desires the right. Killed them all, woo! I haven't finished hers yet. I got stuck on a part. I wonder when this one will open over here. Let's see, 2 things to remember. The information they gained from the spirit board suggests that Michio's death was not a suicide. When they continue to press the spirit board for the location of the rite of resurrection, a cursed echo suddenly appears. 1 week ago. Bored. Oh. Hey, did you hear someone from our school committed suicide? What? Really? Who? I heard that. Michio from Class C, right? No way, Michio. You've been acting pretty strangely lately, but I still can't believe it. About the suicides on the news, but for it to happen here, it's a little scary. By the way, isn't there a girl who transferred into Class C recently? Oh, I heard about her. She's gloomy. She doesn't stand out too much. You know that the school she was at before she transferred had a suicide? But for real, this seems like kind of fishy. Like, totally. Did you hear about Michio in Class C? Yeah, she seemed like the stereotypical honor student her first year, but stopped showing up to class, and her grades started dropping after her 3rd semester. Was she offed herself because her grades were bad? No fair. Just thinking about the practice test makes me want to die too. All anyone cares about is test scores and grades. Some pretty happy music for the topic right now. Anything in the ceiling? Did you know I heard Michio's mom remarried last year? They say her new stepdad is a total jerk. Really? How so? Like he'd peek on her while she changes and couldn't keep his hands off her? I even heard he's an ex-con. If she resists him, he'll get violent. That's so scary, no way. I couldn't take that. I'd probably think about killing myself too if I had to deal with someone like that at home. Weird saying these lines out loud. Who's this guy? There might be some of you who already know, but a member of her class, Michiyo Shiraishi, passed away last night. Okay, calm down. I know this comes as a surprise, but please keep quiet. The cause of death is still under investigation. There's nothing we know for certain at the moment. Detailed investigation reports will come from the police, so please don't go spreading any rumors, got it? We're sending everyone home for today. No dilly-dallying on your way. School will be off tomorrow as well. Hey, you. Stop celebrating. Show some respect. There'll be a memorial service scheduled next week at the school assembly, if anyone wishes to pay their respects individually. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Welcome in. Several days later. Yako? Sorry to bug you. It's just you seem a little different from your usual self. Hope I'm not being a nosy. Thanks, Mio. But thanks, Mio. Was I acting that strangely? Yeah, enough to make me worry. If you want to talk, I'm happy to listen. Yes, it's perfect timing. There's actually something I want to ask you. Yeah? Back to the spirit board, sure. I'll just go down the list. You know that spirit board thing that everyone's been doing? Where you summon a spirit and ask it whatever you want? Ah, yeah, I know it. I want to try it out. There's something I want to know. Why are you telling me this? I mean, you seem like the type to know about this stuff. Oh, I do? Hey, you look like you're really into the occult stuff, you know. You got that kind of gloomy look. Huh, I don't know how I should feel about that. But you do know how to do it, right? Well, yes, I think I probably know a little more than most. Okay, please help me. You're my only hope. Okay, please help me. You're my only hope. Rite of Resurrection. Hey, Mio. You know about the Rite of Resurrection, right? Yeah, it's that thing Mr. Oishi apparently discovered and wrote an article about. I doubt there's many people who don't know. He's already talking about it. Or always talking about it. Why is she making that face now? Do you believe it's real? Well, it sounds a little too good to be true to me. On the off chance that it really works. You could bring Michio back to life with it. I want to find it, even if the slightest... Wait, I want to find it if there's even the slightest chance of bringing Michio back. But how will you look for it? Right, that's the thing. Michio, I wonder why she had to die. I didn't leave a note or anything, but they announced that it was a suicide. That can't be right. She would never kill herself. Michio was so happy and always looked on the bright side of things. She loved coming to school. I know she was going through some hard times, but for her to kill herself? I never got a chance to speak with her. She was often absent from school, and when she did come in, she looked depressed. You're right. That's why everyone was so willing to accept that she committed suicide. They acted like they cared, but all they did was gossip about it. They put together little pieces of information and spread rumors like it's the truth. Isn't that terrible? Yes, it is. I heard some that are really awful. In the end, the only reason they're able to say stuff like that is because they aren't personally involved. It's true that she didn't get along with her new stepdad and her grades went down. But to say things like, how sad, no wonder she killed herself, how dare they? She always told me she was okay whenever I talked with her because I was worried. She would have told me if there was something bothering her so badly, she'd kill herself over it. Uh-huh. I won't let Michio's death be written off like this. Like, maybe she got caught up in something bad. Something bad? People have been talking about the body found in former Yasuda Gardens, right? Some are saying the town is cursed or something. Yes, there has been a strange feeling around things recently. Okay, Spectre of the Spirit Board. The thing you want to ask is that... Yeah, I want to know the truth behind Michio's death, and where the Rite of Resurrection is hidden. I see. I don't know if getting the answer to those questions will be as easy as you hope. Please, the teachers and police aren't any help. There's only so much I can do alone. If there's even the slightest chance, then... well... Okay, if it would make you feel better, then I'll help. Yes, thank you, Mio. Okay, then tomorrow after dark. Foolicious hello. Happy Saturday. Notes on Michio Shiraishi. Case notes regarding the suicide of Michio Shiraishi, Komagata High School, Class 2C. Cause of death, body discovered 1 week ago. Died from full-body blunt force trauma in an alley off South Warigasui Street. Believed to have fallen from a roof of a nearby apartment complex. Potential motives. Deceased parents have recently remarried. Rumors among the students suggest physical abuse by her stepfather may constitute motive for suicide. Back to midnight. Huh? Oh, are you awake, Yako? Yeah, what happened? You can't remember? Let's see. We used the spirit board and I suddenly heard something like this weird voice. And then I passed out. Yes, as far as I can tell, you aren't experiencing any negative effects. I think it was just a mild shock from how sudden it was. Ah, was everything okay with the spirit? Yep, it was almost bad, but I got it to leave. More importantly, what is that thing you have in your hand? In my hand? Oh, what the heck is this? It looks so freaky. When did I get this? Got a cursed stone. Oh, there's so much anger and hatred held within it. It looks a little like tools that were used for ancient curses. What? That's so scary. Nako, you said that you heard a strange voice, right? Could you tell me what you heard? Anything you can recall? I think it might be connected to that object. Let's see. I felt like it was at the bottom of a dark place, then this voice felt like it was echoing in my mind. After that, it just kept shouting, "Kill them." I see, thank you. Yako? I think you may have exactly what you need in order to use the rite of resurrection. A curse with the power to take people's lives and turn them into soul drags. What? You mean this is a real curse? I know I said I wanted to use the rite of resurrection to bring back Michio, but... Well, why? Why me? Makes no sense. Yako, please calm down and listen. You can't stay calm. No, we're calm. Yeah. Sorry about panicking. No, it's okay. Fear is something we feel in the face of the unknown. Long ago, people would give names to phenomena they couldn't understand in order to live with them. However, modern-day developments in science and culture are pushed for the rejection of things that can't be measured. And so the paranormal has been treated like it doesn't exist. But they've been around since a long time ago. If you just understand, you can see that there's nothing to be afraid of. First, calming down is most important. Accept reality for what it is. I only really gave this stuff a shot because it was popular, but... You really do have a connection with this stuff, don't you? Well, I suppose to an extent. Hey Mio, what do I do? Where do I start? Am I cursed? Am I going to die? It's okay, I'll take care of the curse. That's why I'm here in the first place. What? Trust me. Take care of things. It'll be alright. Thanks. I was the one who dragged you along to do the spirit board. Fine, you're desperate to find a way to try and help your friend. If spirit boards are dangerous, you have to take them seriously. So I'm glad you invited me. Alright, let's review everything we've learned so far and think of how to move forward. Okay. Let's see. About the curse. What is this curse? Am I cursed? Well, I've only looked into it a little bit, but I wouldn't quite say you're cursed. More like you've gained the ability to use the power of a curse. There shouldn't be any kind of negative paranormal effect on you. The power to use a curse? Do you mean this curse stone? Yes, if the curse stone is used under certain conditions, a curse will be placed on someone, taking their life and turning it into soul dregs. Soul dregs are said to be required to enact the rite of resurrection. Normally, a curse is a spell that would only be usable by onmyoji of considerable talent. I believe that curse stone makes it so even normal people can use them. Someone like me with no knowledge could curse someone? Yes, but it's not a thing to take lightly. You could end up having it redirected right at you. To tell you the truth, something unusual did happen while we were using the spirit board. It happened right around midnight, I think. This whole area seems to be under the effect of the Feast of Shadows. The Feast of Shadows? Yes, it's a type of spell that temporarily boosts the potency of the supernatural. It also has the effect of making the powers of certain curse echoes manifest more easily. Judging by its strength, I'd say it probably covers about 3 to 4 kilometer radius. 3 to 4 kilometers? That's big enough to cover all of Sumida City. Yes, I think the Feast of Shadows is used to cause the resentment lingering in the area to manifest as curse stones. Someone did this. But who? I don't know enough to say. But it's likely that it was done by someone who wants to uncover the rite of resurrection. This isn't something to happen naturally. I see. The Feast of Shadows. Like a buffet. A technique that allows one to create a field that temporarily boosts spiritual energy, in addition to amplifying the spiritual power of a particular area, can also be used to amplify the strength of grudges and desires tied to the area. The effectiveness of the Feast of Shadows is dependent on the abilities of the user, but it's possible to limit the scope and range of the spell to such a degree that one could use it to amplify the power of even those not naturally gifted with spirit sense. Curse Stone's powers can only be used in the area under the influence of the Feast of Shadows. The effects also only appear after the sun is set. By setting a limit on when they can be used, the curses are strengthened. So the curses can't be used outside this area or during the day? Correct, but speaking of limits, actually you use a curse to kill someone. Seems there are conditions that need to be met. Conditions? You mean like how my curse echo needs someone to listen to the sound it makes for 30 seconds? To be honest, I don't really understand it. Like, how do I even summon the curse echo or make the sound? Do I just, like, will it? Do you mind if I try? Stop. You shouldn't be using curses so willy-nilly. Even if there are conditions that have to be met, the power to kill someone without leaving behind evidence is dangerous enough. In that sense, maybe you really have been cursed. Sorry that you got wrapped up in this situation, even though I'm here with you. The Curse Stone. I think whoever holds it becomes a curse bearer. It'd probably be best for me to hold on to it, but I feel bad about forcing it on you. Yeah, I sense a powerful force rejecting me. I don't think I'd be able to take it. Really? Why? If we tried separating it from you, the curse might trigger. That's how bad I sense it wants to stay with you. No way. That curse stone might look like nothing more than the old Netsuke carving. But I can sense a powerful, resentful energy from it. I don't think it's a good idea for me to even touch it. It may seem like I know what I'm doing, but I don't know how to handle something this powerful. Really? This little thing? If you threw it away and someone with bad ideas picked it up, it could be bad. I think it'd be safer to avoid the risk of getting anyone else involved and have you hold on to it for now. Well, now I'm kind of freaked out. Anyways, we need to make it to daybreak. I think the curse should weaken once it's morning. I'll hope you find a way to deal with it then. Okay. There are two things you should remember. First, do not fulfill the conditions while it's... Oh, gosh, what have I done? Well, it's night. Okay. Second, if you happen to fulfill the conditions, don't use the curse. Yeah, right. The mysterious voice said the curse stone is called the Fool's Procession, right? Yeah, that's from the 7 Mysteries of Honjo, right? Our school is said to be connected with a story with the same name, one of the mysteries. Right, I don't think it's a coincidence. It's just a guess, but possible that you were chosen because it could feel your desire for the rite of resurrection. If this is a curse of the 7 Mysteries of Honjo, then it's possible there are others who received curses associated with the other mysteries. Now, the voice also said that there are other curse bearers, or whatever you call them. Not only that, apparently you can get a lot of soul dregs by killing a curse bearer. Right, that's certainly not good. Even if we have no intention of killing others with the curse, there's a chance you may be targeted if the curse bearers find us. Yeep. I have to avoid anyone who has another of the curses. That means we should avoid people at night as much as possible. Just like real life. The rite of resurrection. But Mio, yes? If the curse is real, that means I could bring back Michio if I used it, right? The rite of resurrection would be real too. Yes, that's true. You can't do that, Yako. But I feel like it's not the time to worry about that kind of stuff. If Michio died in an accident, then I'm sure she didn't want to die. What's the issue of putting a little curse on a complete stranger? I sort of feel like it wouldn't be a big deal. Now what's going on with you? You're not acting like yourself, Yako. You'd never even consider taking the life of another person. Is it the curse's influence on you? Maybe the curse echo's grudge is rubbing off on you. Will you show it to me for a second? Is there something inside it? No, stop. Yako? Oh, I'm sorry. But it's like, I suddenly really didn't want you to touch it. I understand, I'm sorry. But if you need to give up on the rite of resurrection. What? Because that's the real curse. Using resurrection as a lure, it tempts curse bearers into using their curses. You have to resist it. Don't let yourself be deceived by some curse. But Michio could. I think for tonight we should get you home to rest. I'll walk you. The curse's influence should subside in the morning. Okay. We definitely won't murder anyone. I'm sorry, but I'm telling you that you need to give up on the rite. Beyond us, even a single curse stone alone is too much to handle. Bringing back the dead isn't something so simple. I know how much it hurts, but please focus on just worrying about surviving tonight. Even now, we're in great danger. Okay, let's get going, shall we? We'll take the same route we took to get here. Right. We'll be fine, right? There's no one else at school, is there? I think so. The night shift janitor shouldn't be patrolling this late at night either. Zach, hello. How's your weekend? How's Atelier Thyza? What? Why'd the lights go out? Mio, are you okay? Oh no. Nothing better happened to Mio. Hello, Mio? Not here, what's happening? Where are you? Mio. Mio, no. What am I even— oh, this is ceiling, I think. It's gonna scare me. That's, bloody. So far, hello, FMV game? Okay. Get you on here in a sec. How's your weekend? Hope it's been good. Okay, where's— are we, that's a hand. Okay, whatever. Jump scare me. I was prepared for it too. Huh? Oh no, oh no, no. What was that? Get me out of here. Mio? Mio. Mio, where are you? Nako, I'm here. Over here, can you see me? Huh? Where? I can't see anything. From the car purchase? Yeah, that's probably a stressful experience. Congrats on the car, JD. Thanks for hanging out. Have a great rest of your weekend. Kitty's in zoomy combat mode. As soon as we get past this part, I'll do the FMV game. Not that way, Yako. Behind you. I'm behind you. Turn around this way. It's pitch black. I don't have any idea which way I'm facing. Aha! There you are, Mio. This way, over here. Be careful, your field of vision is being limited. Right. Trying to keep you wide awake. Have a good rest of your night. Thanks for hanging out. Okay. We completed a chapter. The game jump scared me. FMV game, though. Dust or something on my glasses. Secret. That's a good one. An FMV game. It's a Sega CD 32X combo game. You had to have both. It's Supreme Warrior. Also a Sega CD version, I think. Yeah. But digitally remastered for 32X. Or for 30. Yeah. I had that right. Hello. Where'd I find that? During Sega-Tember last year, we looked around at 32X games and stuff to see what was out there, and we learned about this game. It's like it's a fighting game, kind of, sort of, but it's an FMV game.
Let's start the party!
Fallout, thank you for gifting a sub to Cat Sensei. That was super nice of you, thank you so much. But this is digitally remastered for 32X. 40% larger video, 25% sharper video, 8 times more colors, over 2 hours of full motion video. It's so funny. It's part of the Clips reel. One of them that I play on break time. It was made by Digital Pictures. Let's see, what else have they done? There's a little thing in the back. Or no. Registration card. Remember when ads looked like this? Free video. But you fight quite a few opponents. The Earth Warlord was the funniest one. Let's see. More cool stuff. There's the face everywhere again. But Digital Pictures had shirts and stuff you could buy. A sweatshirt, a t-shirt, a baseball cap. A Digital Pictures tattoo. We'll get to that in a minute. But you could send that in and you could get any one of those things. It is a 2-disc experience. You choose different opponents and depending on which one, and it has you switch discs. But speaking of the tattoo, Digital Pictures. There it is. It's D and P. Who doesn't want DP on their body? This is a advertisement of their other games. Let's see. The Supreme Warrior, Corpse Killer, Night Trap, and Slam City with Scottie Pippen. Those are Digital Picture games. But we all know about Corpse Killer and Night Trap. I don't know about the Slam City game so much. But I feel like this is one that people don't really talk about. Okay. For digital kids. Kids on Site and What's My Story? It gives you a whole little list of games that you can play. Look at this kid. The Supreme Warrior is pretty fun. It has a... trying to think of how to explain. You get different power-ups that you can use. I think you can only use them once per playthrough though, so I didn't really use them when I played. And for some reason, Twitch ate my entire playthrough, so I don't know if there's any sort of licensing or something, copyright, that it was angry about. It's kind of weird. But it's all in a nice little box. They're pictured? No. where the image of the game is, you'll have like a foot or a fist. You have a foot and a fist button. But they show up on the left and right, and you have to hit the corresponding buttons at the same time, or right time. It's one of those kind of games, but you can block as well. And block attacks. It's kind of difficult at first, but I got through it. I definitely recommend checking it out. It's worth seeing at least once. I need to go back to it at some point. It's 100% free, or free video, real video. Filmed on location in Hong Kong. Actual martial arts champions are your opponents. In parentheses it says, not cartoons. Dozens of amazing special moves and special effects. 12 opponents. 1 master, 3 warlords, 8 bodyguards. Adjustable to 3 skill levels. Apparently there's a special ending if you beat it on hard, I think. But it gives you a little synopsis of the story, and then at the end it says it won't be easy. These are some of the baddest dudes in China. Some of the baddest dudes. It's real. Not cartoons. But pretty fun. One of the few Sega CD 32X games out there. Hardly anyone had a Sega CD or 32X, but you had to have both for that version of the game. But like I said, it's also on Sega CD by itself. Right, so we still have this. I don't know. Did I learn what to say there? We'll see. Escape from Komagata High. Yako Sakazaki still. After Yako acquires the curse of the Fool's Procession, Mio tries to persuade her to give up on going after the Rite of Resurrection. The effects of other cursed echoes are already appearing in the school, so the two hurry to get out of the classroom. It's gonna be spooky. It's 1 a.m. in-game. It's 9 p.m. here. Hey Mio, what was that just now? Would it be another cursed echo, different from mine? I think so, yes. We may have been discovered by another curse bearer. Oh. What's wrong? Shh. Someone's there in the classroom. What? Something moved inside. Well... check it out stealthily. A thing that I excel at. It might be the curse bearer who used that curse echo just now. If we can see who it is, it might help us decide what to do later. And that's true. Okay, be careful. Oh, can you see anything? Try and get a look around. There's a person. So far, are there any point and clicks that you would recommend? I do enjoy them a lot. Ah. Huh? Is that our homeroom teacher with Mr. Jonochi? And the person with him is Hitomi from Class A? What? Oh my, what's going on here? The bastard. He's at it again. I have to kill him. What if I don't? Let him get away with this? We don't even know what's going on. Or I don't anyway. What? The curse! I could kill him with it. No, Yako, you can't use the curse stone. What's gotten into you? Resist it. Who's there? Someone there? This is bad. We have to go before they see us. Foster Fries, hello. Day of the Tentacle is a good one. I actually haven't played that one. I did enjoy Maniac Mansion a lot. Kohei Jonochi, high school teacher. Kohei's an English teacher and the homeroom teacher for Class 2C at Komagata High School. He was seen alone with Hitomi Okuda in a classroom late at night by Yako and Mio. Kohei was an honor student and top of his class back in his high school days. The apple of his parents' eyes, he was placed under immense pressure to attend a first-rate university. The family's plans came to naught, however, when the pressure caused Kohei to sink into a deep depression and fails an entrance exam. Even at the university he was able to enter, Kohei struggled to keep up with his classes, leaving him a vain but wounded young man. Kohei never aspired to be a teacher, but figured it was the least he could do with his talents. He considers his students to be beneath him, and largely looks down on them all. What about Hitomi? A high school student. Hitomi is a rebellious student in Class 2A at Komagata High School. On the rare occasion when she does show up to school, she skips all her classes and spends her time hanging out on the rooftop with her fellow troublemakers. Hitomi is regarded by the teachers as one of the worst offenders among the delinquent students attending Komagata High School. Hitomi was a fairly ordinary student when she started high school. However, trouble at home in her first year had her take a turn for the worst. She began associating with a group of delinquents from the other schools, with whom she'd wander around town at night to avoid returning home. Warnings from the teachers about dress code and conduct violations have fallen on deaf ears, with Hitomi going on reactionary rampages around school with her friends, breaking windows and disrupting classes. Recently, some teachers have taken to using harsher measures and even corporal punishment to correct Hitomi's behavior, but this is only served to exacerbate the animosity between Hitomi and the school. Hitomi is widely regarded as the leader of the troublemakers at Komagata High School, but the title does not mean much to her. She's a bad girl. Seems like they're not coming after us. Let's hope they didn't see our faces. But Yako, what came over you all of a sudden? Sorry, thanks for stopping me. It's like this uncontrollable rage suddenly welled up inside me. I wonder what's gotten into me. I can barely even remember what happened.
Auroral Kuro types Auroral Kuro Auroral Black Frost.
I'm really sorry. Gliverish, thank you so much for 20 heckin' months. Kuro types. Look at Kuro's new cat tree. Oh, that's the wrong button. Shit. Right there. There we go. He's pleased. How's your weekend? I think it's partly the curse's influence on you, but we certainly saw something shocking. My heart's still pounding. I'm a little surprised you know Hitomi from Class A. She tends to stand out a lot. Gotcha, well, she certainly does dress like a delinquent, though she barely shows up to school. But could Mr. Jonochi or Hitomi really be a curse bearer? I don't know, but we should be careful just in case. There's a spooky thing. Taco? Huh? When I give the signal, run. Go straight for the entrance, don't look back no matter what. Why, did something happen? Something happened, didn't it? What about you, Mio? I'll be fine, we'll meet up outside the school gates. If I'm not there in 10 minutes, go straight home, okay? Okay, go. Right. Don't look back, don't look back. Mio! Not sure what kind of game it is. It's an adventure game. It's like a visual novel of sorts, and you choose different things and you point and click. It's a combination of the things. I have to get outside. Let's see. To get to the gates, I go by the gym and... The gym and... What are you doing, miss? Eek. Oh gosh, new guy? You shouldn't be here this late. Don't you know what time it is? Oh, Mr. Ashimiya. If it isn't little Yako. Anyway, students aren't supposed to be outside playing around at night. Persons of interest. He's the high school janitor. Makoto is the janitor at Komagata High School. His predecessor was nearing retirement, so he began working on his replacement about 6 months ago. Makoto is popular among the students for his friendly and caring nature, going so far as to remember the names and faces of all those attending the school. He is affectionately known as Old Man Ashimiya. Although he appears to be a simple, amiable man, Makoto's occasional shrewd remarks have led to speculation among students that he may have led a far more interesting life than it seems. Now, whatever the truth may be, he will be remembered as one of the 7 mysteries of Komagata High School for some time to come. Pounce Ooh, hello, how are ya? I know you're rough around the edges, but I didn't take you for one to act out like this. I'm sorry. Sorry, I forgot something back in the classroom. No sass today, huh? Realized you were in the wrong, did you? Yes. Forgot something in your classroom, huh? You're a piece of work. Well, you don't have nothing with you. Oh. Wait, you do? What's that in your hand? Huh? Well, this is what I forgot. I got it from my grandpa. It's really important to me. Girls these days sure have weird tastes. Well, okay, better head straight home if you're done. I won't tell on you. No, wait, I can't let you walk home alone this late. Alright. Wait just a little. I'll hurry and lock things up. But... Actually, a friend of mine is still inside. I think they'll be here soon. So, who's your friend? My classmate Miyoko Suzu. Ah, that transfer student? Breaking school rules already, huh? Didn't take her for the type. No, I was the one that dragged her here. Oh, whatever. I'll go take a look. It'll be safer if you go home together. Oh, right. He's in the first floor hallways. Be careful, though. You don't know what might be there. What was that supposed to mean? First floor, yeah? I'll be right back. And then he was not right back. 2 a.m. She's late. Been waiting for 20 or 30 minutes, but there's no sign of her. I'm starting to get worried. I'm going to take a look. This is gonna be bad, isn't it? Mio, are you there? Huh? It's fine. There's a leg. What if we look everywhere else? The blood. I think she might be dead. Oh, Mio, what happened? Where did I go wrong this time? It's my fault. It's all my fault. Left her alone with a curse bearer. Mio. I'm sorry, The truth is, Deceased. Seem to have arrived at a less than favorable result. This is bound to happen. There's someone who must not be trusted. This sounds familiar, doesn't it? If so, you may choose to withhold important information from that person. So maybe not tell him that Mio's still in there. Fear not, you may try as many times as you like from the event in question, yeah. Very well. What did the janitors sus? Hmm. Go home without checking on Mio. Alright, Mr. Jonochi was actually looking for you inside the main building. Was that? He's here right now? What's he thinking? I don't know. He was in class 3B on the second floor just a bit ago. Well, I suppose that means I can't be locking up yet. Second floor, you said. I'll go take a peek. Be back in a jiff. My house is really close by. I'll be fine on my own. Really. And so, the snack shop, right? Suppose you'll be fine then. Be careful now, you hear? Down the big, well-lit streets. If something happens, shout fire. Okay, you worry too much. Well, we wouldn't want to be losing any more students. I imagine you know that better than anyone. Yes, you're right. The nice Kuro loaf. He's really sleepy. He's very excited all day. Where's Mio? Mio! Mio's late. I've been waiting for 20 or 30 minutes, but there's no sign of her. Hmm? Someone coming down the road. Oh, that guy? That's Abandon Hope, hello. Oh no, teacher. It's Mr. Araishi. He looks on edge. I wonder what he's doing. Wait, he's the one who discovered the rite of resurrection. It wouldn't be strange for him to be involved with the curses. I wonder if he has a curse stone. What do I do? But it's way past 10 minutes, Mio said that she'd be here by. I managed to escape. I can't let that go to waste. I need to get out of here before anyone sees me. 2 a.m. Yako's home. Ah, I'm home. Thank goodness. I don't think the walk has ever felt so long. Nobody will be able to use the curse once it's light outside. I need to go look for Mio as soon as it's morning. But for now, some rest. I'm sure Mio's fine. Successful getaway. Okay. We branched off a little. Yako makes it home in one piece. She worries about Mio, who she left at school, but beset by an overpowering drowsiness, puts off further investigation until the next day. Okay. She's too sleepy. I'm home, thank goodness. Think the walk is there. Okay. Saying the same things. Nobody will be able to use their curse once it's light outside. I need to go look for Mio as soon as it's morning. But for now, sleepy time. Yeah, we're getting spooky a little bit. Oh. Well, poop. We need to figure out this one. Despite having obtained the curse of the haunting clappers, Haruhi Shigima is determined to use the rite of resurrection by stealing the remaining cursed stones. He instructs our private investigator, Richter, to find the other curse bearers. Resume. Conversation on the bridge? Answered this incorrectly, I think. So what next? The big question now is where the rest of the curse bearers are up to. What they're up to. The Meter River is a good distance from many of the 7 mysteries. It's unlikely the other curse bearers will come all the way here. I think I can have a moment to think. See. Alright. Excuse me? Think. Is that a woman's voice? Who could it be? Oh, I thought I did as much as I could here. Strange woman. Where did she come from? It's like she appeared out of nowhere. Didn't we see her in the other story? I didn't mean to startle you. I'm terribly sorry I've gotten the wrong people, but would you happen to be curse bearers? Curse bearers? What's that then? It means someone who's gathering souls for the rite of resurrection. You've heard of the rite of resurrection, haven't you? Everyone's talking about it. Color me intrigued. Care to tell me more, miss? What's your name again? Oh, silly me, I'm Ayame Tono. Ayame Tono. She says her name's Ayame. I guess she's around 20. She must be brave walking around alone this late, or maybe there's more to it. There's more to the rite of resurrection than meets the eye, you see. So the best way to collect soul dregs is to kill the other curse bearers. And that's about the size of it. I hope it wasn't too much to follow. No, I think I got the gist. Funny how old world we live in, huh? So are you saying you're one of these curse bearers? No, not quite. It's complicated. I'm not, but Yutaro is. Yutaro? Is that your boyfriend? Oh heavens no, just a friend. His full name is Yutaro Namigaki. We're, I suppose you could say, partners in crime. Funny way of putting it. Think. Oh, that must be it. Must be half of the young couple Richter mentioned. Gonna go take a nap? Have a good nap, Ducky. Thanks for popping in. About Yutaro Namigaki. So where's this Yutaro now? Well, about that, he's not actually a curse bearer anymore. He's more like a former curse bearer. Former? How so? I don't really know the details myself, but apparently he lost his curse stone. Typical, right? He makes such a show of being a top student only to flunk where it counts. Oh, maybe we couldn't do this until we did one of the other storylines. I'm out here looking for curse bearers myself, if you want something done right. A natural 20, hello! It's a good game. It's very interesting. You're playing it too, but not staying? Yeah, don't spoil yourself. I hope you are also enjoying it. About Yutaro Namigaki. He lost it? How'd he do that? I wasn't with him at the time, so I don't know exactly what happened. All I know is he came back saying that he didn't have it anymore. Although, well... It's strange that you'd probe into that, of all things. I'm just a curious sort, that's all. Sorry if it's a touchy subject. I don't mind. I don't particularly care about keeping it a secret. Okay. Same dialogue. Yutaro can be a little irrational sometimes, so I have to keep a level head on my shoulders. About why you approached us. Anyway, mind if I ask why you thought I was a curse bearer? Oh, that's it. Oh, that. I'm terribly sorry. I was so rude. I saw the two of you out late at night, and I suppose I made assumptions. Gotcha. Sorry if we gave you the wrong idea. Out of interest, what was your plan if we did turn out to be curse bearers? A great question. The answer is, I was going to ask you very nicely for your curse stones. That is a face. You thought we'd just given them to you? Just like that? Well, maybe not. But, you know what they say, you never know until you ask. Just really love your boyfriend if you're willing to try something that risky. Oh goodness, no, we're just friends. My life doesn't revolve around him, you know. Deponia. Yeah, they are on PC. I think I have one that was on sale one time and I bought it because it was like $2 or something ridiculous. But it seems like there's a few of them. Anyway, you aren't curse bearers, so I'm just bothering you, aren't I? Please ignore me. What are you trying to do with this rite of resurrection? Well, Yutaro has his own plan all laid out. I don't know if I can get behind it, though. It seems, how do I put it, self-centered? I mean, if you got the chance to resurrect the dead, it would be a waste not to use it on someone that really matters, right? So I was planning to seal his curse stone at the last second and use it for myself. Well, until he lost it anyway. Oh, but don't tell Yutaro I was going to do that, okay? I don't think he'd be happy to hear it. Of course, keeping secrets is my business. Why, aren't you dashing? Yeah, PC, Steam. Yeah, it's on Steam and Switch. Yeah, no PlayStation, for whatever reason. But Steam, Switch, iOS, and Android. About the Rite of Resurrection. Sounds like you really have your heart set on this rite. What are you hoping to use it on? Do you promise you won't laugh? Cross my heart. Well then, let me tell you my master plan. Prepare to be amazed. I'm an art student, you see. Woodblock prints are my specialty, ukiyo-e in particular. Ukiyo-e, huh? Must be a cultured lady. Really? Do you think so? Everyone says it's a strange interest for a girl to have. You know, people also often think of ukiyo-e as some inaccessible high-class art form, but that's actually totally untrue. Back in the Edo period, it was the art for the masses, amusement for the common people. When you think about it, we feel exactly the same thrills from every brushstroke as they did back then. Isn't that fascinating? Yeah, I guess. And as far as I'm concerned, the undisputed king of ukiyo-e is the one and only Hokusai. Have you heard of him? Yeah, he did the wave picture that people know about. Sure I have. He's famous. Didn't he live somewhere around here, back in the Edo period? That's right. You're just as knowledgeable as you look. Yeah, there it is. There's the wave. HC Willard, hello, how's it going? His 36 views of Mount Fuji are so iconic. They're the only works of his most people know. But Hokusai was so much more than just mountains and waves. That's only a teeny tiny tip of a veritable iceberg of work. Gotta admit, I only really know him for those landscapes myself. But don't worry about it, anyone can learn. When Hokusai died at the age of 90, he left behind over 30,000 drawings. That's multiple drawings a day for 80 years. Amazing, right? He kept on drawing right up until his old age, huh? Impressive. But even in his final years, he was never satisfied with his own work. His dying words were, "Should heaven afford me more than 5 years, I shall finally become a true artist." Afford me but 5 more years, whatever. Even on his deathbed, he still thought he had more to learn. He was already the greatest painter and artist of his era. Who knows what he could have done with more time? Well, that's what I want to find out. Hold on, are you saying she wants to bring back Hokusai? Besides, he always said he wanted to move out of 100 houses. But he only made it to 93. Isn't that just tragic? No, nah. No way this is ever going where I think it's going. Imagine the masterpieces he could create with modern techniques. I feel dizzy just thinking about it. Now you've got to be kidding me. If I understand correctly, you want to use the Rite of Resurrection too. That's right, I want to bring Hokusai back to life. Well, it's certainly a novel idea. So she said she'd use it on? What a waste. Made some super nice food tonight? Ooh. Pastry. Ooh, I love pastries. That all sounds very good. Let's see. Katsushika Hokusai. But there's the painting that most people know him from. Painting by Katsushika Hokusai, 36 views of Mount Fuji, the Great Wave off Kanagawa. Some fried rice and put spam on it, not fancy night. Hey, if it works, it works. A master of ukiyo-e artist, 1760 to 1849. Hokusai was active during the late Edo period, considered to be the golden age of ukiyo-e in Japan. Born in Honjo, Hokusai spent most of his life in the area now known as Sumida City. Among his most famous works are the 36 views of Mount Fuji and the Hokusai manga. Hokusai was a prolific artist from a young age and left behind a wide variety of works, producing an estimated 30,000 pieces during his lifetime. So the general publicity, or publicity? What the hell? Brain? General popularity of ukiyo-e declined during the Meiji period. Hokusai remained a core figure at the center of the Japonisme movement, providing inspiration for countless artists around the globe. Despite his fame, Hokusai himself was said to be rather indifferent to money or decorum, lived a life that quite appropriately resembled that of the whimsical and otherworldly scenes, often depicted in ukiyo-e. Though he went by many names, in his later years he took on the title of Gakyo Rojin Manji, or the Old Mad Painter. Hokusai lived to be 90 years old, never lost his passion for art. We're in art school right now. Oh gosh, is it that time? I should be going. I need to get my hands on a curse bear before daybreak. Durberg. Sure. Sorry for flagging you down out of the blue like that. Best of luck. Hee. Persons of interest. Let's see. He's a university student. Whipped cream, cut raspberries, custard in the middle with a chocolate glaze on top. Messy, but it was nice. That sounds amazing. Ayami's a young woman working with Yutaro Namigaki. Her love of Katsushika Hokusai's ukiyo-e is so great that she wishes to resurrect him with the rite of resurrection. Ayami is a clever but calculating university student who only has time for her own interests. Making the best of a recent boom in the popularity of female university students, incited by their appearance across TV commercials and radio programs. Ayami is content to ride this trend so long as it allows her to get her hands on whatever she needs and wants in life. Recently, Ayami has figured out that older men will fall for her if she acts a little bit stupid. She was approached by Yutaro Namigaki in town, and although she was not attracted to him, agreed to date him because his family seemed rich. However, she does not think much of him as a human being, and is beginning to grow bored at their relationship. He's sus. Well, there goes trouble. If we're going after curse stones, we should keep an eye on her. 2 if we can. Why do you say that? Before she left, she wished us best of luck. She's got at least an inkling that we're curse bearers. My. There's a good chance we'll clash sooner or later. We're after the same thing, after all. You head on back to the mansion, ma'am. I think I'll tail her for a while. Wonder when this opens. No more curses. Haruhi has received multiple reports about other suspected curse bearers. Although concerned about Ayame Tono, who apparently also is after the curse stones, she entrusts Richter to continue his investigation. We're at 3 a.m. now. Back here again. I left Richter to continue looking for curse bearers and came home alone. Let's think. Will this really be enough to gather soul dregs I need? What if nobody uses any more curses? I'll lose my chance to bring him back. Mansion. The old Shigima mansion. We rebuilt it here after the Great Kanto earthquake. It's always stayed the same all these years. Even the war didn't touch it. I never liked it growing up. I always wanted to live somewhere more modern. A Shigima residence. Once a warrior clan with a mansion in Honjo, now a dynasty of police officials, the Shigima family is one of considerable repute, whatever. The family estate was originally located at some distance from the city, but the Great Kanto earthquake of 1923 forced them to rebuild in a new location. The Shigima mansion was at one time a bustling place where members of the social elite mingled. 1 year ago, however, the head of the house was struck with a sudden melancholy, and ever since their mansion has stood silent as the grave. Oh, no. Surroundings. You can hear the wind rustling in the trees. Bird. Mockingbird number 5 discovered. Dang. Oh, wait. They found this one in one of her rooms. Think. No? Okay. Entrance. Right here. Maybe I do need to go in. Aha! Ahaha. We're back to Tetsuo. After persuading Araishi, the curse bearer of the ever-burning lantern, to give up his stone, Tsumi and Ario have attained 3 curse stones in total. They continue their investigation of the town in search of the remaining curse bearers. And now it is 4 a.m. Road. Well, this way I've visited every place connected to 7 mysteries. This last spot, huh? Where you got nothing to show for it. Even though every last location looks suspect from top to bottom. Maybe we came at the wrong time. Might not have been any curse bearers around. Sounds like we need to do another round before morning comes then. Or maybe someone's been observing our movements. What? No way. Just a thought. Either way, we should check out the last place. Let's hope we finally get a lead. Or else. Spooky music. Oh yes, that guy. Whoa, whoa, what the hell is this? Is he dead? Damn it, we were too late. Was this a curse too? Hang on, I'm going to call us in. I'll leave it to you. I'm gonna take a look around. We're getting caught up with one of the other timelines, or stories, whatever. Oh, it's bad news. What is it? Another mysterious death was reported in the area just now. The medical unit and forensics team are on their way, but it'll be a while before they arrive. This is bad news. They got someone else. You think this is the work of a curse bearer? With the suspicious deaths popping up one after another, we have to assume it is. Shit, guess we'll be stuck walking around for a while. Waiting around for a while, whatever. Oh, we can't. Okay. Huh? Oh, it's the phone's ringing. Checked the surroundings earlier. There were no signs of a curse bearer or any curse echoes around. Swinging at the phone is the only sound cutting through the quiet park. Boop. Ah, it's the phone. What about it? It's ringing. I mean, it sure is. Are you going to pick it up? Why would I? Why wouldn't you? It's super suspicious. He seems distracted by the phone. Maybe. We'll answer it. Well, we better go check it out. Right, but be careful. It could be a curse. Hey, I said we. You expect me to go alone? You're the one who's tough against this stuff. Don't worry, boss. You can do it. Go on now. Damn it. Hello? Kinchibori Park phone booth. Evening, Detective Tsutsumi. How are things looking out there? Who's this? Finally got him. The real deal. Detective Tetsuo Tsutsumi himself. Oh, wait. That's Chief Inspector Tsutsumi now, isn't it? You've come a long way since last we met. Ask you to identify yourself. Man, have you forgotten already? After all the time we spent together? What a time that was. As I recall, I gave you quite the runaround. Wait, is this? Fumichika Najima? What did you say, Fumichika Najima? Like the one from the Najima murders? Ding ding ding, you got it. I had a feeling that was the great Chief Tsutsumi would remember me. Spent 20 long years in a cell thanks to you. That shit was not easy. Should be thanking me. Should have given you plenty of time to think and atone for your sins. That it did. I repented. My conscience is clean as a whistle. Bullshit. 20 years in prison didn't even begin to make up for the shit you did. I don't know about that. After all, the justice system was gracious enough to grant me parole. What? This is the real Fumichika Najima. He must have a grudge against me for arresting him. This is payback. Damn it. What's your goal? What is your goal? Now you gotta understand. I've repented, seen the light. I've been a good boy since I was granted parole. What is that? Oh, no. Even got myself a job. I've been real serious about walking the right path. Well, that's real nice. Keep it up. But it was no good. When the opportunity arose, it was impossible to hold myself back. I knew I had to give you a little token of thanks, or I'd never truly be able to have a fresh start. Did you get what I'm saying? No thanks, I don't need anything. No need to do all that just for me. Try and live a quiet life. No, it's no hassle. No hassle at all. It'd be all too easy to just kill you, to tear you apart. But that wouldn't be very satisfying. Certainly not after 20 fucking years of waiting. They said the F word. Long time to nurture a grudge. Fucking bet it is. I let it gnaw at me, grow inside me. I thought of nothing else. All the time I played model prisoner, endured the harassment those asshole guards threw at me. I did it all for you, Tatsumi, so please, just accept my deepest and most sincere feelings. Sorry, but I'm afraid I don't feel the same way about you. Shut the fuck up. Your attitude of yours is why I'm saving you for last. How did you find me? How'd you know where I am? That's my favorite part, the sound of confusion in your voice. It's to die for. This is delicious. I can't get enough. Not telling you shit. Have fun racking your tiny little brain for it. What's your goal? What are you planning? Whatever it is, bring it on. I'm not running away. I just told you I'm not coming for you yet. Pay attention when people talk, shithead. You see, this time, I want to see you on your knees, weeping in despair, begging me for mercy. Oh no, I'm so sorry, dear Najima. Please forgive me. I won't do it again. Shut the fuck up. That's exactly why I've always hated you so fucking much. Yeah, it was worth a shot. You really think that would sate me, asshole? You must be crazy. Well then, we're both crazy. We got so much in common, we should be friends. Start cracking your jokes while you still can. You're going to kill everyone you care about, one by one, till there's no one left. Sorry to disappoint, but I'm a lone wolf. I don't have anyone like that in my life. Boss, what about me? Oh, wait, are you trying to protect me? Not a single person you care about. I wonder what your dear sweet daughter would think if she were to hear that. Don't you fucking dare, I'm warning you. Very nice, this is more like it. She's living all on her own now, isn't she? Attending university and all. Such a good girl. Oh my, don't tell me that she just happens to live in Honjo. What? She does? Forget it, this isn't funny, asshole. I'm gonna find you and make you pay. I love it, keep going. I want to hear you lose your mind. It's music to my ears. Fuck you. Fuck you, buddy. I guess I could give you a little hint. Go on. Well, you see, I have the one-sided read. Tatsumi, you have the Evergreen Beach, no? Najima, you're a curse bearer? Using the power of the curse? Indeed, what a peculiar curse it is. That's where my hints end. God damn it, the curse echo couldn't have fallen into worse hands. What's your goal? One more thing we should discuss. In fact, it's the most important thing. Oh, you're finally going to shut up. I'm already sick of you, so I'll pass. Oh, but you don't want to miss this. It's the main course. You just go after your daughter, but something tells me you'd get bored. I'm good. You got me real fired up. You're in my head. Well done. This is a gift tailor-made for you. I'm going to kill all the people you swore to protect. Every last person living here. You couldn't. Oh, but with this curse of mine, I can. I'll give you until dusk. By then, I could probably get a couple hundred people or so. And it'll be all your fault. Oh, it must be so hard to know they'll all die because of you. So tragic. It must be tearing you apart. Don't fuck with me. There's no way an amateur like you could pull off a curse that strong. Fortunately for you, I absolutely can. My curse stone is particularly strong. Which means I can have my fun without needing to hold back one bit. It's almost like the Feast of Shadows was cast just for me. You're surprisingly well informed about this. Who was it that tipped you off? Who knows? How about I kill myself first and ruin all your fun? What about that, asshole? Hey, you think I'd call it off just because you were dead? There's no running away for you. I'll find you. I won't let you get away with this, Najima. You got 12 hours. Do you really think your paltry little organization will be able to make a dent in my plans? Oh, the sacrifices made will be heavy. I can't wait to see you sobbing with regret. I even have enough soul dregs to pull off the rite of resurrection. How splendid. Who does he want to revive, though? Wait, Najima, you're after the Anyway, see you around. Bye-bye now. Boss. Ario, did you catch all that? Najima, what's he planning? Who knows? For now, we need to find him and get him into custody. Send word to HQ. But the fact that the 7 mysteries are wrapped up in this is going to make things tricky. You mean with Najima being a curse bearer? Just our luck, really. Couldn't have been a worse guy. Sounds like his curse will be able to kill a lot of people at once. I'd like to avoid getting our investigators caught up in the crossfire. We'll use them to find out where he is. But then we're going in alone. To try to collect as many curse stones as we can before then. Let's hurry. Aye aye, boss. Later. It was reported that a total of 3 suspicious deaths were discovered that night. Najima's threats, along with the curses, were kept secret from the general public. However, the Honjo serial killings still made international headlines following the death of police officer Hajime Yoshimi. At Tsutsumi's request, a large-scale investigation was launched into Fumichika Najima's whereabouts. Tsumi and Ario themselves spent the rest of the night looking for curse bearers in the area, but their search ended in vain. And with that, the curtain closed on that cursed night. More things have opened. Sorting things out. Hajime Yoshimi's death, Najima's threats of mass murder. The problems just piled up, putting the detective's goal of collecting all the curse stones in jeopardy. Get his tummy. Cora's rolling around on the floor. Little cat belly. Tsumi leaves Ario to handle the investigation while he catches a quick break. Get that butt away from me. Cat butt. Why are you purring so loud? Still in the park. Sorry for the wait, boss, but I managed to gather some information. Took you long enough? Oh, we can move too, okay. Let's think. Well, we got ourselves quite the mess. Strange deaths popping up all over the place that may or may not have something to do with the curses. We also need to keep looking into Yoshimi and Najima. But for now, we'd better start following up on a few leads we've got. Guess I'd better see what Ario's found out. What you got? Things at the station were pretty hectic, but I managed to get some info. Let me fill you in. Thanks. The floor's yours. Okay. Serial killings. A total of 3 mysterious deaths were confirmed in the area, including the one in this park. Let's start with that one. The young man we found here. He's been identified as Shogo Okie. 25 years old, a regular old office worker who worked around here. He died of asphyxiation due to water in the lungs. He drowned. He drowned? In the middle of the park? Not possible. Gotta be a curse we're dealing with here. After that, boss, isn't the park associated with one of those 7 mysteries too? Yeah it is, and I forget. Was it the canal? No. Maybe? That's right, the Whispering Canal. It does seem like there'd be a link between the canal and the death by drowning, don't you think? I'm thinking, Ario, you're starting to get the hang of this. Let's assume they're related. What's next? Before that, the body of a woman was found behind a residential complex in Kamizawa. The victim has been identified as Tawako Hayashi, 29 years old. She was an office worker who lived on her own in the area. The cause of death, well, yeah. The entirety of her body was crushed by some kind of strong external force. No murder weapon was discovered in the area, but considering the way she was found, we're looking for something large, flat, and heavy that could have crushed her in one fell swoop. Hang on, are you saying she was stepped on? Meaning the foot-washing mansion. Exactly, crushing is the foot-washing mansion's modus operandi. The place the body was discovered is also known to be related to the Seven Mysteries. Then... this Namigaki's doing? Shit, I knew he'd use it. Judging by the amount of soul dregs, the victim was just a regular person, not a curse bearer. I guess we should report to the Paranormal Affairs. Got it. As for the third victim... he's identified as Kohei Jonochi, 32, a teacher at Komagata High School. He was found in the school's courtyard. The cause of death appears to be external trauma from a fall or heavy blow. The impact crushed his arms and legs. Since he was found in the middle of the courtyard, he couldn't have fallen from the gymnasium or the main building. Teacher dying at school? Not just any school. Komagata houses one of the Seven Mysteries. Oh man, I forget which one, but I think it's that one, or the Taiko. Hold on. It's not that. Okay, Fool's Procession. Right, so where the Fool's Procession is supposed to be. It's too big of a coincidence. We can't rule out the possibility. The death was also the work of a curse. Either way, it seems like all three victims can be tied to these Seven Mysteries. Probably a cursed bear at the center of it all, pulling the strings. We've got a point. All these strange deaths do point me in one direction. That's right, and Hajime's case wasn't all that different either. He also died of mysterious causes in a place connected to the Seven Mysteries. Problem is that the timing doesn't match up. He died before the curses were activated. Could have been hit by a different curse? One that didn't have anything to do with the Seven Mysteries? I just thought, but... if that were the case, we'd be dealing with a powerful practitioner. One who could pull off a curse like that without using a cursed stone. There aren't many people in this day and age who could do something like that. Oh really, I see. I don't know too much about that stuff. I'd be more surprised if you did. I think. Guess I better see what I... oh, okay. Boop. While looking at these deaths, it seems like many of the curse bearers acted last night. But we can't rule out that there were more killings behind, or from which the bodies haven't been found. Yikes, I hadn't thought of that. But there's one silver lining. Judging by my own curse stone, it seems that the curse can't be activated when the sun's out. Oh, that's great news. So basically we're safe during the daytime? Exactly. It's also why Najima gave us till dusk. Ah, he must have known the curse stones couldn't be used during the day. Either way, we've got until nightfall to settle this. It's time we flushed out the other curse bearers. Gorak, hello. How's your Saturday? Aye aye, boss. Let's do this. We're doing things. He's been up all night gathering information. Must be nice to be young and have that kind of energy. But I'm glad to have him on my side. Gave me a chance to rest up. Surroundings. Forensics have finished their investigation and the body's been carried away. That said, we're still closing the park to the public, at least for the time being. This place was really giving me the creeps last night, but it looks pretty normal now with the sun out. Anything else? Can we check out? No? Okay. Won't let me look. Curse bearers. At the moment, we only know the identity of 4 curse bearers, you included. Yutaro Namigaki and the Foot-Washing Mansion, and Hideki Araishi had the ever-burning lantern. We've got both of the curse stones. And there's Najima who claims he has the one-sided reed. Yeah, that's about sums it up. About sums it up. Word's hard. Okay, notes on known curse bearers. Fool's Procession is Yako. Hunting Clappers is Haraway. Evergreen Beach is Tetsuo, which is who I am right now. Foot-Washing Mansion, we took it from Yutaro. It is now ours. One-sided reed, Najima. The lantern, we took that too. Waiting on your food? Ooh, what kind of food? Better figure out who the remaining 5 are quick. How should we go about looking for them? No point in searching blindly without a lead. Let's focus on the other things for now. Tracking down Najima may lead us to other curse bearers too. Either way, he should be our top priority. We could do some real damage if we don't get him. Also, I want to look a little more into Ishimi. Got a feeling there's some connection there. Aye aye, boss. Sounds like we've got our work cut out for us. Aye aye. Asked around Sumida's Community Safety Bureau, where Yoshimi was stationed. Seems like he was investigating the apparent suicide of a girl named Michiyo Shiraishi. Oh yeah, heard about that. He was trying to determine whether it was really a suicide, looking into the height of the building, the force of the impact, her wounds, all that. He must have suspected some kind of foul play because he ordered a full investigation. But it's already been deemed a suicide, and his superiors told him not to go stirring things up. What was the evidence? Well, according to the report I found on his desk last night, the body was found at the foot of a building, a ways from the road. There was no evidence of vehicular collision, so it was ruled a suicide, but... He thought there was more to it? Yes, a truck or other flat-faced vehicle traveling at high speeds could have inflicted similar damage. In other words, sometimes a traffic accident can look an awful lot like a fall. There's a chance that it wasn't a suicide. What a terrible way to go. There are no brake marks on the road, meaning it could have been a hit and run. The vehicle would have hit her without slowing down at all. Turning into quite the grisly case. But the vehicle couldn't have come from a collision like that unscathed. Exactly, so I asked the traffic bureau to keep an eye out for any vehicles with frontal damage. I haven't heard back from them yet. I don't think they're looking very hard. We've got no proof. That said, if it was a traffic accident rather than a suicide, it's possible that someone silenced Ishiyama because he was on the verge of discovering the truth. That's true. I think the driver is the one who did him in? Not quite. Ishiyama had already talked to forensics and the traffic bureau, right? His death wouldn't have covered things up. You're right on that. Even if the suicide was a cover-up for a hit and run, it doesn't seem like enough reason to kill a cop. Oh, that's right. Unrelated, but I got something else too. Managed to get a hold of Michio Shiraishi's address. Yoshimi went there a bunch over the course of his investigation. Might be a good idea for us to drop by too. Good thinking. Hopefully that'll give us some more leads. Alright, let's move on to the next topic. Some nuggies from Wendy's. Nice. Okay, let's think. Oh, same thing still. Ah. Bird. I'm glad I looked down. It's like, hey Chad, dick shot. Oh, bird. Bird shot. Remember the girl Yoshimi met the other day he died? Or the day he died, not the other day. When Hitomi Okuda? Community safety didn't have any contact information for her on hand. Not even an address. Well, they had her parents' information, but when I called, they said they hadn't heard from her in a month. Lots of family issues, from the sound of it. They even said that they didn't want anything to do with her anymore. That said, she still goes to school once in a while, so we might be able to find her there. Not sure we really have the time for a stakeout right now. But she could be a key witness. Can't we have a community safety tracker down for us? We can ask, but it might be tricky to get it done today. For starters, Komagata High School is closed today. Because the teacher that died? That's right. Alright, it's not something we can do today. We have to forget about it. Let's move on then. Boop. Still talking about Yoshimi? I got some information about Yoshimi's fiance from Community Safety. Her name is Mayu Chozawa, 27 years old. She works as a beautician in the area. Look, I even managed to get a picture of her. She sure is a beauty. But, where's the picture? Oh boy, here it comes. But what? Community Safety hasn't been able to contact her since Yoshimi died, not by phone or at her house. In other words, no response, dead silence. There it is. Can't things just be easy for once? Right. There's Mayu, she's a beautician. I don't know if she has a curse echo. Mayu's a beautician and the fiancé of Hajime Yoshimi, police officer with the Sumida Police Department. Mayu's current whereabouts remain unknown. Definitely starting to look suspect. Crime of passion, perhaps. It's fairly common for people to be killed by a lover or a spouse. But Yoshimi is well liked, and they'd been together for over 10 years. Never know, things could be different behind closed doors. I guess so. We'll have to consider the opposite scenario too. Could be the same person who was out for Yoshimi. Same person who was out for Yoshimi is after his fiancé as well. She could be in danger. Right, either way, she's important to the case. HQ already has people looking for her. We'll know as soon as she's found. Okay, what about Najima? HQ has mobilized a search unit for Najima. But so far we haven't received any word. Guessing he wasn't at home or at work? About that, apparently he vacated his last known address a week ago. Serious? We have no idea where he lives. Gets worse. I checked in with the factory he was working at. They told me he was only there for a month before he quit. Hold on a second, you're telling me nobody caught that? Well, I had the same thought, so I spoke to his probation officer. Turns out he'd been doing house visits and interviews, but never bothered checking on his workplace. He also said he lost track of Najima when he moved to a new place. Jeez, it's just sloppy. I've heard that they're giving parole just to about anyone these days because they're running out of room in the prisons. Which also means there aren't enough probation officers to go around. Dude's probably overworked. So Najima got to fuck about unsupervised. God damn it. I hate when people get to fuck about unsupervised. Asshole's annoyingly good at faking remorse, or insanity, whichever the situation calls for. Like when I arrested him all those years ago, just talking to him left a bad taste in my mouth. He's probably hiding under a false name, which will make it hard to track him down. That'd explain why he so brazenly made contact. That asshole, he's mocking us. Well, for now, the paperwork to circulate his name and mugshot is being filed. It's gonna take way too long. We only have until dusk. Boop. Being in Najima, yeah. Did you manage to reach your daughter? It'd be best to put her into protective custody as soon as possible. Not yet, I can't reach her. They called, but she's not picking up. Wasn't home when they went to her house either. That's not good. Does that mean she never came home? And why were you the one trying to reach her? Why weren't you the one trying to reach her? Why does he make that face? Shut up, I don't have her contact info, right? Damn, she really doesn't trust you, huh? Either way, I told her mother that it was an emergency and that we'd send an officer to find her and get her into safety. She was real reluctant, but I got her to agree. Guess that explains why you got divorced. What? But if you, her former father, can't find her, how the hell did Najima do it? Former, eh? That cuts deep. Hey, sorry, I just kind of slipped out. Anyway, I suspect it has something to do with his curse echo. Back on topic already, huh? That his curse could also kill a lot of people in a short time. May even allow him to act from a distance. I see. The one-sided read. What was that story about again? Something about a man stalking a woman who goes insane and chops her up. Alright, one of the more gruesome of the 7 mysteries. This little chop shop. Oop. As for Najima's whereabouts, all we can do is throw more people at it until we find something. I'll check in with HQ frequently to see if they've got any updates. And that's about it. What's this music? Can we continue our investigation? We could go to Komagata High School to look into Hitomi Okuda, or to Michio Shiraishi's house to find out more about her. A lot we need to do, but not a lot we can do. Isn't looking good. We're gonna run out of time if we don't do something. Gotta keep moving. Too busy jamming. Did you know there's a bird down here, sir? They've opened up more of hers. Fancy sushi. We'll keep on this timeline for now, or story. With dusk fast approaching, they have no time to waste. With that in mind, Tsutsumi and Ario direct their investigation toward Komagata High School and the Shiraishi residence. Oh, we're back to the banger. We'll go to school. $9 a.m. Here we are, Komagata High. Classes are suspended for the day, so the students are just kind of wandering around aimlessly. Oop. This place isn't only connected to the case because the students were under Yoshimi's jurisdiction. It's also the site of the Fool's Procession, and of course where the teacher was killed. Seems like a likely place to find some clues, don't you think? Is there something on my shirt? Don't tell me I stink. Hey, you stinky butt. You got any bird stickers around here? Like 20 of them to find. Have you seen any birds? News of the dead teacher has also attracted a fair share of rubberneckers. It's a weird word to say. I don't think I've ever actually used it. The atmosphere is kind of tense with this many cops around. Alright, speaking of schools. What is it? The Paranormal Affairs can't help us right now. So why don't we get the psychic high school you mentioned to help us? A lot of people involved in this case lead back to the school anyway, so it might make things easier to have them with us. For a guy who questioned me on the legality of working with them, you sure seem eager to exploit underage labor. Hey, who said anything about exploiting them? I just want to give our young experts the opportunity to shine. When did you become such a smooth talker? Anyway, I'm afraid I don't know where they are. Oh, I see. I wonder if there's anyone who could help us scout the area. Like a high schooler, yes, yes. I wonder if there's any— okay. No one can help us. Oh. Got any birds? Gymnasium. Komagata High's gymnasium also serves as a polling place and evacuation center. A lot of the buildings around here are still made of wood, but this place looks safe and sturdy. School gate will stay locked while forensics inspects the scene of the incident. Looks like they're still busy. Let's talk to the person in charge later. Ness, hello. Listen to this banger. Think. 9 AM, perfectly reasonable time for students to be at school, and yet doubt that it'll be this simple. Anyone who can help us scout the area? Okay, so we don't know where the psychic whatever is. Maybe I can't do this yet? Of Hojo? Can you imagine a Hojo point and click? I'd play it. Shiraishi household. Any birds? Seems like Michio's house is at the end of this road. We don't want to intimidate them, so maybe we should go alone. Got birds? Think. This is a Shiraishi household. The chance that Michio didn't actually kill herself. It might be for the best if we didn't find her parents. Yeah, it kind of, is a bit ridery, isn't it? Houses are really crammed together in these narrow alleyways. Strangers like us walking through definitely stand out. It really feels like old Tokyo. Quiet. The place is normally pretty lively, full of people coming and going. It seems like everyone's decided to stay inside because of the recent incidents. Yeah, probably. Fuck. Harry's checking the Shiraishi house at the end of the road. The street's real narrow, so two big guys like us would stick out like a pair of sore thumbs. Okay. I'll just go. I bet they have stickers in their house. Alright, I'll go check the house. Bye. Harry's off checking the Shiraishi household. I'll just wait until he gets back. Oh. He's back. Oh, you're back. No luck, boss. No one home? Doesn't look like it. I knocked for a while, but nobody came to the door. Glanced in the windows, but there's no sign of activity inside either. I saw about 3 newspapers stuffed into their mailbox. Suspend. Think. Not much we can do if they're not home. Let's go somewhere else for now. Okay. Fell in love at first sight with a character? Which character? Here we are, Komagata High. Yeah. Classes are suspended, we know. See. Is it Haraway? It's Richter, isn't it? The fluffy hair. Mayu's pretty cute. They're teenagers, so we're not gonna talk about that. Ayame's pretty cute too. She's a university student. Richter. Najima, right? The previous stream, maybe? Haraway? Okay. I was correct. Yoshimi also looked out for these students as a Sumida city officer. Juvenile delinquency has been a growing problem for years now. The school's no exception. Oh, is that what I didn't look at a tree? I look at you very bored. You just have a particular side eye. The midpoint of the Showa era saw a marked increase in delinquency among young people. A wave of violent incidents targeting teachers as well as students and often involving weapons consumed the nation's middle and high schools. Bosozoku motorcycle gangs also enjoyed their heyday around that time. Japanese arrest rates reached a historical peak during this period, and pompadoured Yankees and female sukeban delinquents became a common sight on the streets. Youth rebellion is often framed as a reaction to universal education policy or the pressure of highly competitive entrance exams, but its causes are likely manifold, extending far beyond the deficiencies of the education system. Burbs. We have found 3 burbs. Search the net. Bottom of a shelf in jackpot. Let's see. Oh, is there a casino? First house, morning green before. I'm never gonna remember these. A ringing telephone. Wait, did I not get that one? I think we got this one on the floor, the park. This is another telephone booth. Sighted detective? Is it on his ass? Read that one already. Suspend? Cannot currently progress any farther. Alright. Fine. Suck a bag of butts. We'll go back to Haraway. Life can be tough. Throughout the night, Richter continues to gather information about the Cursed Stone. The cursed stones. While Haruhi lies awake until dawn, preoccupied by the prospect of bringing her lost child back to life. Ishiyama Mansion. Good morning, ma'am. How are you feeling? Fine. Hope we can make good progress today. How's your curse stone looking? Haven't felt anything from it since sunrise. Interesting. It's possible its powers can only be unleashed at night then. That aside, why are you so late this morning? There are unfortunately some things that can't be investigated while the world slumbers. But I did get some research done in what limited time I had. Very well, let's talk. We're chatting. Town is beginning to wake up once more. The clamorous society can be heard from beyond the garden gates. Like any day, a cloud of pollution drifts out from the industrial area. So wait, there's something about a tree in terms of burbs. Can you move? I feel like the ones I have found have been fairly obvious. No one's in the mansion at the moment. The door has been locked shut. Housekeeper's already left after cleaning and preparing food. The old mansion where I was born and raised. He's looking a bit tired. He must have been up all night investigating. By the way, there's something I wanted to talk to you about. What's that? My current plan to steal a curse stone that's already absorbed soul dregs, but I'm wondering if it would suffice to not steal, but instead negotiate with the curse bearer and have them use the right for our purposes. Oh? I mean, I suppose that would accomplish the same, but do you think it's possible? As long as we offer compensation, it may prove much easier than you'd expect. Compensation. Cash, for instance. That wouldn't be off the table for a family as rich as the Shigimas, would it? Of course, why any amount would be fine if it'd get the job done. I won't let monetary matters lead me to regrets the way it did back with the ransom. Okay, with that option on the table, let's figure out our strategy. About the curse bearers. We have a curse bearer with whom we can negotiate in mind. Not yet. Surprisingly, it seems the other curse bearers haven't been that proactive about collecting soul dregs. Did you see the news this morning? No, I haven't. Overnight, 3 mysterious deaths were reported in the area. They've yet to announce the identities of the bodies found. But they've been nicknamed the Honjo serial killings. It's garnered quite some attention in the streets. Oh my. Only 3? That's what I thought. Even if the victims are curse bearers, just 1 or 2 wouldn't be enough soul dregs. And for what the curse stones are capable of, a mere 3 victims seems a little on the low side. With this little activity all through the night, the curse bearers must be a cautious bunch. What's holding them back? Are we not... Wait, what's holding them back? Are we not all after the power of resurrection? There may still be some undiscovered victims, but it doesn't seem like anyone has gathered enough soul dregs yet. We might be able to set up some bait to spur them into action. And then we offer them the deal. None of the curse bearers seem very proactive. I wonder if this situation would be what the mastermind who kicked it all off intended. Now that's an interesting theory. Do you think there's someone behind this all? You mentioned hearing an agonized voice telling you to kill when you first obtained the curse stone. That doesn't sound like a coincidence to me. Someone agitated the curses in this area on purpose, and they are likely after the rite of resurrection as well. So you're thinking this person is not one of the curse bearers? Got a sharp mind, ma'am. Though it might seem obvious for the mastermind to become a curse bearer and collect soul dregs if they were after the rite. This would be very risky, since as a curse bearer they themselves would become a target. It would actually be more convenient for them if the curse bearers move less aggressively. That's right, but despite that, they've been inciting the curse bearers to commit murders. Why? Let's consider this. What if the mastermind isn't trying to collect soul dregs themselves? You mean their intention was also to steal the souls while the other curse bearers compete with each other from the street? Or start from the street? Sitting back and observing from the sidelines is the safer course of action, which is why I figured it's best for us to attempt the same strategy. How should we do it? There's still reason to suspect the mastermind could be a curse bearer themselves. To be honest, I want to keep my distance from whoever it is. There's no telling what kind of power they might possess. Whether our aim is to negotiate or steal, we'll have to outpace the mastermind in making contact with the other curse bearers. How do you suppose we do so? At this point, all we can do is search. Search? Good God. Yarch. Got any bird stickers? About the curse bears? If there's a mastermind inciting the curse bears to collect soul dregs, can we be sure there's even a rite of resurrection? Good question. The rite could be nothing but a myth fabricated to spur the curse bears into action. I think it might be for naught. Do you want to give up, ma'am? Never. Understood. After all, we may never know the truth unless we see it for ourselves. We'll do without using the curses ourselves. Yeah, we look around and click things. There are some parts where you do have to use your brain meats. By the way, I met a few people who seemed like potential curse bearers last night. I did some investigating into all of them. I only managed to get detailed information on 2. You're quick. I suppose that's to be expected from an investigator extraordinaire. I appreciate the flattery. I like his silly little pose. First is Ayame Tono, the girl we talked to before, though she isn't a curse bearer herself. She's a student attending T University of Art. She currently lives alone in an apartment near Midoricho Park. You even determined her address? You're not one to be underestimated, Mr. Investigator Extraordinaire, Uwu. I called every single university, with ukiyo-e in the curriculum pretending to be her parent. I went around to check on her place on the way here. It doesn't seem like she returned home last night. I'm worried she might have run into some trouble. Didn't you attempt to follow her last night? Embarrassed to say, but I couldn't. She shook me. I couldn't keep track of her. I thought you were an investigator extraordinaire. We're gonna keep saying that. I'd like to learn more about her, but it would take some time. He's planning to steal the curse stones just like us. It's best we act carefully around her. Next is the tall man who was dressed in black. I met him near Kinshicho. He stood out with the way he dressed. I managed to get some good information from him. Impressive. What can I say? He works as a secretary to Hihaku Soaps, a chairwoman. I believe his name is Takumi Yumioka. The Hihaku Soaps headquarters and factories are both located in Honjo, correct? Yes, they've been here for a while, but it's only in the past 10 years that the company has shown significant growth. I remember seeing the chairwoman on the news a few years back. She seems very shrewd. With the increase in sales, I assumed she'd want her factories running at full capacity. But with the harsh restrictions against industrial waste, a lot of the factories with older equipment have been shut down. That's right, even 10 years ago, there were many complaints about the chemical plants dumping waste into the river. Most companies back then were more concerned about making a profit than protecting the environment. I wonder what a man working for a company would have been up to in the middle of the night. On the way here, I stopped by the company's headquarters, but they hadn't started for the day. I should have better luck later. Let's hope you will. Perhaps they're interested in seeing if the rite would be beneficial for their product research into beauty and skincare. Ah, now that's an interesting thought. Ah. When was the last time I saved? Maybe surrounded by curses and death, but it matters little. My only concern is whether I can see my child again. think we're still talking about cursed bears? I ran into one more suspicious young man last night. This one seemed to be out collecting soul dregs, right? Indeed, I couldn't get a look at him though, and couldn't gather enough intel to properly identify him. Well, that's a shame. I can make an educated guess. Oh? You know the researcher who discovered the ancient text on the Rite of Resurrection? The one that lives near here? His name is Hideki Araishi, and then the man I met was very similar in stature. My, even he is involved? How awfully suspect. Considering his background, couldn't he be the one who initiated the whole affair? I think it's possible, yes. Which is why I decided to refrain from making contact with him for the time being. Safety first. Understandable. Of course, I want to learn more, but this isn't the right time to focus on him. Prefer to ascertain who else is a curse bearer. First, I'll return to Hyaku's soaps to see that man in black. Their headquarters is down on South Waragasui Street. About the kidnapping. I learned something new about the criminal involved with the kidnapping. It concerns the serial killings. There was a body found at Komagata High School. The person was identified as a school teacher. His name is Kohei Jonochi. You think he was a curse bearer? Not sure. It's possible. But regardless, this means two people who knew the truth about the kidnapping are both dead. Just when we were getting somewhere. It isn't enough to make me give up, of course. Still, we don't know anything about Michio Shiraishi's residence. It'd be wise to pay it a visit. Understood. About the serial killings. In addition to 3 victims associated with the Honjo serial killings, there's Michio Shiraishi, who reportedly committed suicide, and the police officer who died at the former Yasuda Gardens. If strange deaths continue occurring like so, they're bound to inspire strange rumors. But those two have nothing to do with the 7 mysteries, no? It's true. Both occurred a week before this accursed situation began. Still, it can't be ruled out. Possible that the mastermind was involved even with those killings. How? What if there were preliminary steps to awakening the 7 mysteries' curses? Can we really assume they're unrelated just because the timing doesn't match up? Or rather, the police officer's death is so baffling that it'd be easier if it were connected to those curses. The victim wasn't the type to be caught off guard easily. Seemed to know a lot about this. Suppose we weren't strangers. My personal feelings might be wrapped up in this one too. I see. If you were to investigate this matter more, you might get a lead on the mastermind. Right, if we wish to focus on the mastermind's identity, this would be a fine starting point. Might even discover more deaths related to the curses on the way. We should pay attention to today's news. Well, that's all I have to report. Shall we continue with our investigation? What do you want to do? If you still can't use the curse stone, taking a walk should be a fine place to start. Alright, let's go together. I want to see what's going on for myself. In that case, I trust you to decide where we should go, ma'am. To hell! No. Gordon Wayne, hello. Yeah, he's pretty stylish. He's a cool guy. Go to the park. Oh, maybe I can look at the telephone booth again. But before we do that, I'm going to take a quick break. Stretch, hydrate, snack. Touch a butt consensually, even if it's your own butt. But also, don't forget, the YouTube exists. If you would like to catch up on previous playthroughs, the first 2 videos of Resident Evil 4 Remake are up there. As well as other things. But liking and subscribing would help me out a ton. Please consider it. Also consider following the channel. It is free. As well as subscribing on YouTube. But I will be right back. Stuff, things. BRB. Alright, welcome back. Hello. Let's see. Where are we going? We have the park. The street thing. The high school. Park. Let's see if we can find the bird. Here, this is Midoricho Park. Yami Tono lives around here. She wasn't in her apartment when I dropped by this morning. Wonder if it's worth checking again. I'm looking for birds. The place is connected with the story of the Taiko of Tsugaru. Not only that, Katsushika Hokusai's home was also in the area. Might be why Ayane chose to live here. Yame, whatever. Midoricho Park, small park bordering South Warigasui Street, sporting a mixture of cherry and evergreen trees. Although unremarkable in most respects, its small playground always attracts a number of children come evening. While no trace remains of the modern day, it stands on what was once the site of the Tsugaru estate. Legendary artist Katsushika Hokusai is also believed to have been born in the vicinity. Into the tree. Oh shit, there's a bird. Oh, good going, ma'am. You found a haiku? That's a rare one. A haiku. Sukotsuda, hello, how are you? I found a bird. Is it now? Bird up. Autodaxolotl, hello. Yeah, so we've gotten 4? God. Seems like Yame's trail is out of the question for now. Why did we even come here? Don't get much done standing around here. Why don't I go and check out Ayame's apartment? You don't mean to speak with her, do you? No, I'd prefer to get an idea of what she's been up to. I'd like to see whether she's been home or not, just to potentially get a trace on her movements. And be my guest. Okay, shouldn't be long. And he never returned. Oh, he returned. I'm back, ma'am. Is there nothing? I'm afraid so. She still hasn't returned. However, I noticed a few people seem to be related to the police force keeping watch in the area. I don't know if they got eyes on her apartment, but they do appear to be watching the building it's in. Interesting. I've got a sharp eye to have noticed them despite being so covert. And I say it's part of the job. However, it meant I had to refrain from knocking on her door or looking through her windows. I wasn't able to check her electric meter or mailbox either, unfortunately. You're planning to go that far? It's always heartwarming to see children playing in the park. Victor seems to like kids, perhaps because they're on the same wavelength. Won't make much progress sticking around here, okay. There's a human. I'll go down the street. The Haku Soap's headquarters are on the other side of the South Warigasui Street. They were closed when I visited this morning, but it appears things are up and running now. Back in the Edo period, the canal known as South Warigasui ran through this area, but it's been turned into a major road. It's a bit away from Kinshicho Station or Ryogoku Station, but it's still considered a nice area. The stories of the ever-burning lantern and the foot-washing mansion both took place around here. One of those bodies discovered this morning was found by this road as well. This is quite a lively area, huh? Suppose you could call it somewhat of a city center. Updates. A Warigasui, a partitioning ditch, refers to a waterway dug down the middle of the road as to divide it. At the dawn of the Edo period, the Honjo district was a little more than a collection of suburban rice farms. As the area became more developed, the South Warigasui was excavated in order to drain rainwater into the Yokojiken River to the east. Though it served the people long and faithfully, it was converted into an underground culvert at the beginning of the Showa era. In the present, no trace of it remains on the surface but the street that bears its name. You're very close to my face right now, sir. Do you have any birds around here? I think a small soap-making company could grow so much in such a short time. They have factories and warehouses throughout the area now. You can see why director and now chairwoman Natsue Yamamori is called the Queen. Have you seen her? I don't remember if you've seen her. Chemical producer that ranks 4th largest in the domestic detergent market, 7th largest in the cosmetics market. From its humble beginnings as a small soap factory established after the war in 1946, founder Natsue Yamamori utilized her feminine perspective and a well-timed economic boom to boldly lead the company into new markets. Even as the market grew crowded with the industrialization of Sumida City, the company continued to expand, digging its roots deep into the area. In particular, it established itself as a household name by focusing its branding toward the rapidly expanding convenience store market. Its flagship products now include cosmetics, detergent, soap, shampoo, and more. The company's name, Hihaku, can also refer to kasuri, a type of patterned fabric. Persons of interest updated. Oh, is that? Oh, okay. There she is. Look at her. We don't know if she has a curse echo yet. She's a chairwoman. Natsue is the former president of Hihaku Soaps, a large chemicals company. Though she retired from her position 2 years ago, she still wields great influence over the company from her position as chairwoman. Recently, there have been rumors about her possessing strange and powerful magical abilities, earning her the nickname the Witch of Hihaku. Prior to the war, Natsue enjoyed working her dream job at a textile factory. She was forced to face the bitter reality of the world, however, when the factory was destroyed by a fire during the war, and she was ordered to rework the fabric she had painstakingly crafted into something more suitable for blue-collar work. Witnessing the rise in popularity of Western-style clothing in the post-war period, Natsue left the textile industry. However, a nod to her past can be seen in her company's name, with Hihaku being another name for kasuri, a type of fabric featuring patterns and images woven with dyed fibers. Having long been dissatisfied with the soap supplied at the textile factory, Natsue saw a business opportunity and set up her own small soap factory. Taking inspiration from imported soap brands, she developed new products which quickly gained a good reputation. Ever the shrewd businesswoman, Natsue ran an aggressive promotional campaign on TV featuring a popular Japanese singer, rapidly turning Hihaku Soaps into a household name. You mentioned that Takumi works as her secretary? That's correct. You think it's possible he's acting on her orders? Exactly my thinking. A cursed bearer with both money and power could certainly look at resurrection as their next prize. Negotiating with a person of that stature may prove difficult. Any birds? Any birds? Business is up and running. You can see people inside the reception area. There's no check mark, so I keep looking at it. Oh, we've already looked at this. Okay. Think. An influential person at Hihaku Soaps is potentially a curse bearer. Richter proposed we use money to negotiate for the curse stones, but we could hardly outbid a large corporation if it came down to it. First, I need to confirm whether Takumi is the man I ran into last night. Then I'll be able to determine if he's a curse bearer. It'd be better if I go inside the headquarters alone. You should walk around, visit a cafe for some tea, perhaps. Okay. He tells me he barely slept last night, and yet he seems to be brimming with energy. Was I too resilient at his age? Perhaps? Was I too whatever. Perhaps it's what sets apart a detective from the rest. Acts like he knows everything. Maybe he does. We'll find out. I'm going to go in. It may be a while, so feel to find somewhere to kill time. Feel free to find some. Sure. Okay, good luck in there. Exactly what I was thinking, yeah. Sorry to keep you waiting. How did it go? Fast forward to the conclusion. I met with Takumi. There was no doubt he's the same man I saw last night. But it doesn't seem like he's a curse bearer. But it doesn't mean he has no connections to the recent curses. He knew about the 7 mysteries. He even guessed we have a curse stone of our own. Excuse me? Oh, it's that guy. I forgot who it was. Tried to approach Takumi about a fallen item after I ran into him last night. However, and your name was Richter, correct? I have a favor I'd like to ask of you. I'm hoping you would hand over the curse stone in your possession. Curse stone? What are you on about? There's no need to play dumb with me. In fact, I know there's no time for it. I had all the same reaction you did to think you were a curse bearer last night. And your arrival here only confirms it. You're a curse bearer, no? You're right, we lack time. I'll confess, I'm a curse bearer. I possess the curse stone of the haunting clappers. I'm glad to hear the truth. Finally, this conversation is worthwhile. It's dangerous. It's a dangerous item you hold. Give it to me. My company will take the responsibility to dispose of it. I know the soap business specialized in scrubbing curses clean. It's the prerogative of Miss Yamamori. That's so. Assuming you've obtained the curse, you understand the power it involves, no? Miss Yamamori possesses supernatural powers akin to those of a god. She also has a deep love for this land, having transformed it from a pile of dirt it once was to the home of our headquarters. She cannot stomach the fact that it's now a site of those now the site of these curses run rampant. You're telling me the Queen of Hihaku is a real-life witch. You wouldn't appreciate being called that, mind you. There's a sorcerer by the name of Suigen Gamyoto who's gallantly working behind the scenes, exorcising spirits and the like. Go on. That being so, there have already been instances of the dead coming back to life. Do you understand the urgency of this matter? There are curses we're speaking of, tools which are used by wicked beings to possess people. The rite of resurrection is nothing but a fabrication meant to seduce the curse bearers into unspeakable action. If you truly understand what I'm talking about, you must hand over that curse stone at once. Very interesting. With that said, just how many curse stones have you acquired so far? If what you tell me is true, surely the company would have launched a large-scale search by now. We have 6. 6? Whoa, I can rest at ease then. Here, I thought I was at risk of being cursed. Things are on the same page. If that's the case, you should hand over your curse stone immediately. Sorry to disappoint you, but it's not actually in my possession at the moment. Considering its importance, I have been keeping it in hiding. Really now? And I'll accompany you while you retrieve it. I'm sorry, but I have something important to attend to, but I promise I'll return with it later. Very well. Then you won't refuse to provide your address and telephone number, I presume. How prudent of you, I'll oblige. Adak, hello. And that's how it went. So they aren't after the right after all? I wouldn't be so quick to trust him. No? I believe we're dealing with a master in deception. He may well have made up a story to convince us to part ways with our stone. I think he was lying about having procured 6 stones as well. Like, really? 6? That's excessive. And I feel gullible. The company is plotting something. I wonder if they mean to, or what they mean to do with the curse stones. Seemed rather desperate to get a hold of yours, despite us not having collected any soul dregs. Perhaps the people at Hihaku are the masterminds behind the curses being unleashed. Because the chairwoman's a witch? I wonder about that too. If she really were that powerful, would her secretary have divulged that information so casually? Takumi was either making it up as he went, or... Or he's trying to spread a rumor. For what purpose would he do that? Better get out of here. Sure being bad. For what purpose would he do that? Recently, people have been caught up about the occult more now than ever before. If word spreads that Hihaku's chairwoman has godlike powers, he could very well benefit socially and politically from that mystique. That's unsettling. Oop. By the way, there's one more thing of interest I heard while in the company's reception lobby. And what's that? People were discussing whether one of the bodies found this morning was that of a Hihaku employee. Really? As long as the officials haven't revealed the identity, it all amounts to no more than speculation, though. Despite that, I have reason to believe Hihaku Soaps is deeply involved in the Seven Mysteries. At the very least, I can assure you I've gathered that much. The more we know, the better our negotiations will go. Think. How interesting that the Queen of Hihaku, or the witch, whatever she is trying to get her hands on the Rite of Resurrection. Like some kind of dark fairy tale. Regardless of what is or isn't true, we must stay one step ahead. We should go somewhere else. There's no reason to stick around here, okay. Have you seen any birds? Should avoid Hihaku for the time being. It'll be a pain to have to deal with Takumi again. Try the high school. Yeah, sorcery officer of a soap company. Here we are at Ground Zero, Komagata High School. I guess it's logical that the police has got this place shut down. The teacher's body was found here after all. It's as if the students have nowhere to go now that the school's closed. Seems the officers are still inspecting the scene. Entry has been strictly prohibited. This is said to be connected with the story of the Fool's Procession. I wouldn't be surprised if a curse bearer decided to turn up. However, I need to find out if the teacher was a curse bearer or not. I expect the police to be baffled since they don't know about the curses. I can ask around and see what the students have to say. Inquire. Alright, I'll go ask the students about Michio. I'm back, ma'am. So did you learn? The school kids sure love a good rumor. I was practically drowning in stories about Mr. Jonoshi and Michio, most of which seemed dubious at best. Not surprising. Most of what I learned is hardly worth a second thought. But there was one story that caught my attention. Oh? Some believe that Michio is the one who killed Mr. Jonoshi. Really? Story's got two pieces of evidence to back it up. One of them wasn't news to me. Apparently he's been mumbling that Michio was going to kill him for some days now. A fellow teacher overheard his mumbling and told the students. And it spread like wildfire, I suppose. Rumors that Juicy don't stay a secret for long. As for the other piece of evidence, a pig-tailed girl in her school uniform was seen around school late last night. Go on. Although numerous people claim to have seen the girl, not one of them saw her face. Some are proposing it was Michio brought back to life, or it was her vengeful spirit. It's not like Michio's the only high school girl to wear pigtails. The rumor might have been made up just to fan the flames. But if it were true, I'd want to get a hold of her in order to hear her side of the kidnapping. If she's alive, that'd be ideal. There's still one more thing I should mention. I discovered where Michio lived. A student had a list of student addresses on hand. An amazing find. I believe all the students have actually had a copy of said list. It truly worries me how easy it was to obtain what should have been confidential information. Imagine what would happen if the information got into the wrong hands. Well, so far it hasn't now. Sure, let's hope it stays that way. In the meantime, it's possible for us to visit Michio Shiraichi's house. What is this expression? I don't know. It's, like, a couple characters make that face. Dankwit, hello. He's a detective. He's fancy. Trying to find bird stickers also. Where are the birds at? News has attracted a bunch of curious onlookers, huh? That works in our favor. The more people around, the better we can blend in. He appears to be wary of the police officers. Maybe the police really do have something against private investigators, just like those detective novels. I looked at everything, I think. I can imagine the students are uneasy after learning of the murder. It may do them well to find or to stay home for some time, if not for fear of their safety. The police are probably too wrapped up in solving the case to be concerned about the students' mental health. I can see that. It's important that society provides a safe environment for the benefit of our youth. Some school policies could use some rewriting, especially those handling the students' personal information. That's right, I don't want a student being kidnapped on their way back home ever again. There's the face again. I expect criminals to grow more cunning as time passes. There may be times where the authorities can't keep up. That's where outlaws such as myself come in. What's this about? Actually, just forget I said anything. New place, new place. It's like a pouty face. One of the other police guys make the face too. How did it go? I went to visit Michio Shiraishi's family home. However, no one seemed to be there. I got no answer at the door and all the lights were out. It seems to have been empty for a while now. There was a stack of newspapers out front. You got any birds? What if he has one on the other side of his belt buckle? A bit quieter over here. It's a residential area after all. All these rundown row houses really scream working class, don't they? I don't understand why no one's come to this house even after Michio committed suicide. I wonder if this place is okay. Social connections run deep in working class areas like this place, so I decided to talk to the locals. I met a few nice old ladies who were kind enough to give me the scoop. Turns out the Shiraishi's reputation really went down the dumps the past year. That's so. Give you the quick summary. They moved here about 3 years ago. Their previous residence was in a better part of town. Michio's father died in a car accident, leaving behind just the two of them. Michio's mom, Toshiko, now a single mother, relocated here. At first they got along with their neighbors, many of which were in similar situations, helping and being helped in return. So far so good. What happened? As I said, the reputation began to go downhill about a year ago. A man recognized as Toshiko's common-law husband had moved into the household. His name was apparently Kanchiro Iwai. Or Kankichiro. Neighborhood gossip is something else. Somehow I've heard knew his name. What of this Iwai character? He was apparently a vulgar fellow with a criminal record. He was prone to violent outbursts. The neighbors often heard screams and shouting coming from the home. The neighbors took a particular notice of Toshiko's screams, pleading with him to not hit Michio. Terrible. As if it wasn't unsettling enough, every night the neighbors also began to hear an eerie chanting. Through this, the Shiraishi's standing in the neighborhood plummeted rapidly. Toshiko was often seen covered in bruises and wounds. She stopped responding to her neighbors. She would just turn the other way when greeted. They kept their storm shutters closed even during the day and effectively shut themselves away from the entire community. That sounds horrible. Why didn't the police step in and do something? Unfortunately, under the current law, the police aren't allowed to get involved with domestic disputes. That's awful. Now, Michio reportedly killed herself. Things only got worse with Iwai, and Toshiko was admitted to the hospital for physical and mental abuse. Ever since, Iwai hasn't returned to the home. Many locals expressed sympathy for Michio's circumstances, but just as many were fed up with the Shiraishis entirely, it seemed relieved that things finally quieted down again. It seemed they were still considered outsiders even after 3 years of living here. I don't understand it. Why would Toshiko have gotten involved in such a brutish good-for-nothing in the first place? heard many stories where the partner's personality does a complete turn after entering a relationship. After her first husband's death, Toshiko's financial situation had also taken a turn for the worse. She was determined to send her daughter to a good high school. It's possible she fell victim to sweet promises. Life can be tough, I suppose. You don't seem moved by the story, ma'am. That's fine. People have all kinds of stories. No, person. Oh, wait. Oh, shit. I'm trying to read. Aha. There's the why. Unemployed. Male. Looking real angry. Common law husband of Michio Shiraishi's mother, Toshiko Shiraishi. Count Kichiro started coming and going from the Shiraishi household a little over a year ago. Seems he has served some time in prison, but the details aren't known. You're Richter Hayden? You don't like him? What about his cool poses? Oh, you came here too. What is it? Ah, those poopers. Could you repeat what you know one more time for me, Richter? Aw, poopy. Oh shit, this banger again. I don't think there's anything to do here. That's a good theme. I think Michi's house is at the end of the road. Yeah. Don't want to intimidate them and should go alone. I don't know if there's anything else I can do. Think. Grocery household, the chance she didn't kill herself. Yeah, same stuff. Just wait until he gets back. And then he gets back. No one's home again. Ari looks kind of disappointed. Not much we can do if they're not home. Let's go somewhere else. Is there anywhere else though? Pick his nose. Oop. These are all things we've read already. Buttholes. How's this game? I like it a lot. I'm a fan of visual novels and point and clicks though. I just realized Kuro changed beds. Talk to the person in charge later. It's a kind of spooky little mystery situation. Alright, speaking of schools, what is it? The paranormal affairs can't help us. Okay. I've already read this. Really? Boomer, hello, how are you? Yeah, you get like a timeline situation. Story chart. There we go. Not really timeline. Kinda, sorta. We can go try Yako's story. Hitomi's help. Bringing your friend back from the dead means she'll have to pay the price. Yako makes it home safely, but isn't sure how to proceed with her curse. She worries about Mio as the night passes. Stream's been good. Been having a good time with this game. It's pretty chill. It's pretty nice. Hey, look. Mio's okay after all. Oh, good morning, Yako. Huh? Yako, rise and shine. Huh? You're up. It's morning. You okay? Can you remember your name? Duh, I'm Spectre of the Spirit Board. Yes, I'm Yako Sakazaki. Good, seems like you're fully awake. Oh, Mio, thanks for last night. Was everything okay? Yep, still alive. Couldn't dispel the curse echo or learn the identity of who used it, but I managed to at least get away. But in that situation, it's the best you can hope for. Sorry I got you involved in something so dangerous. I went to look for you as soon as the sun rose, but I was just so sleepy. Can't even remember when I fell asleep. Okay, it's only natural to be exhausted after what you went through. Besides, I also feel bad that you've been wrapped up in all this. It's supposed to be my job to prevent that from happening. Oh yeah, you said something about last night. Just who are you exactly, Mio? Truth is, I've been trained in things having to do with the supernatural. You can learn that kind of stuff like you would with flower arranging? I had quite the eventful childhood. That sounds like it must have been tough. Yes, it would take a long time to explain, so let's leave it at that for now. As fate would have it, I ended up as the apprentice, or maybe more like assistant, to a notable paranormal expert. I saw the tweet the other day. Yeah, first playthrough. People are wild on Twitch. Schools have always had more paranormal disturbances because young people tend to be more susceptible to these things. I'm sent to schools that may experience something paranormal and put a stop to it before it happens. Oh, it's amazing. So it's like a part-time job you do while also being a student? Well, I do help maintain public order, but it's all part of my training so I don't get any money. Oh, you still got it rough then. But still, it really is amazing. You were so cool when you faced off against the evil spirit. I never know if I should be happy when you compliment me like that. Anyways, well, it's up to me to resolve any paranormal issues at school. And I'm going to look at the cause of all this. But for now, let's head to school. Yeah. Oh, do you have your curse stone? Now that it's daytime and the power is diminished, I should be able to hold on to it. Want to give it a try? Right, I do have it, but... Yako? Is it really so wrong trying to bring Michio back, I mean? I can't approve of it. The right may seem like a dream come true, but it involves taking the lives of other people, then. Yeah, true. I want to make sure this whole ritual ends without anyone getting hurt. That's what I believe, and what I'll put before anything else. See, she makes the face too. I'm sorry, but is it okay if I hold on to it? Yako? Promise I won't use the curse, no matter what, but maybe there's some other way. I just have this feeling I shouldn't give up on the possibility just yet. That said, I'll help you, even if it is to stop the curses. For the Michio that still exists within me, I'll settle things so that we can move forward. Hey, but if you ever feel in danger, you can give me the curse stone at any point. Right, thank you, Mio. Mio's kinda sus. She's pretty cute, though. Okay, then, let's go. Yeah, visual novel, mystery, occult story, yep. Point and click situation as well. Yeah, the face. Candy shop Sonoya. Old-fashioned candy shop located on a street corner in Honjo. Been in Yako Sakazaki's family for 3 generations. On the weekends you can spot Yako watching over the store, cooking monjayaki, and playing traditional tops and card games with the local children. Though traditional candy shops are known for selling cheap treats for kids, it's not uncommon to see these largely privately owned businesses become something more like general stores, selling food, drinks, utensils, and other daily necessities. Many families operate candy shops on the dirt ground floor of their home, known as the Doma, with a space in the back where customers can eat monjayaki, as well as arcade games and capsule toy machines on the front. Such facilities make them attractive places for children to gather and play. However, the harsh reality is that traditional candy shops, which thrived during the period of high economic growth when many confectionery manufacturers entered the market, are experiencing a steady decline due to the rise of convenience stores and changes in children's interests and tastes. I'd still go. I'm not even a child. Give me that candy. Hmm? Not unusually noisy. There's a big group of people and police in front of the school. Did something happen? If the police are here, then something must have. I'll go ask. Thanks. This isn't good. What happened? Don't panic, okay? The first teacher who came to work this morning found something. Okay. Mr. Jonochi was found dead in the middle of the school grounds. What? They're closing the school for today. But that's not all. I didn't know this either since I didn't watch the morning news, but rumors are spreading that a number of bodies were found nearby. What? There's no way. Why, could it be? Because of the curse? We don't know enough to say. From what I heard, Mr. Jonochi's body was in the middle of the grounds, but his body was covered in bruises like he'd fallen from somewhere high. Weird. Taking into account his unnatural death and the timing, it's very likely it has something to do with the curse. You're saying someone used their curse on him last night? Seems like it, doesn't it? But that's so scary. Yeesh. So the curses really do kill people. And someone used it. Shh, keep your voice down, okay? What would happen if another curse bearer heard you? Sorry. Yeah, it's only 20 bucks. 20 bucks? 20 bucks. $20 reduce. Kohei Jonochi. The guy with the crazy hair. Let's see. Seen alone with Hitomi Okuda in a classroom late at night by Yako and Mio, his deceased body was discovered on the school grounds at dawn. We've read all this stuff. I wish I had a little more information, but they've locked up the front gate. Maybe we should sneak in through the back entrance. Hmm? That person over there, troublemaking what's-her-face. Isn't that a Hitomi Okuda? Yeah, troublemaking what's-her-face, exactly. You're right, that's unusual. Oh, but she was at the school last night, too. Must know something about Mr. Jonochi. Let's see what she has to say. Oh, Mio, wait for me. It's a really interesting game. Has some clever things in it as well. So you're telling me the two of you were the ones at school last night? No sense hiding it then? Plus I owe you one, Mio. I'll tell you everything I know. Thank you. He owes you? Yeah. Right after I transferred here, there was a bit of trouble. Gave me one of those, what was it? Exorcisms. So that's what it was. Did you hear about Mr. Jonochi? Heard about it. I've known about it since last night. Saw that asshole bited in the school grounds myself. What, you saw it happen? Tell us about it. What happened exactly? Don't really know myself. It was pitch black. What I can tell you. It was almost dawn, probably around 3. He started freaking out all of a sudden. Ran out on the ground like something was chasing him. Then screamed.
Sweet, baby!
The timing. That is what he screamed, exactly. Boomer, thank you for the 182 biddies. Someone help me. Forgive me, Michio. That was a good one. Screamed a thing or something like that while he's running around. Michio? He meant to Michio? Is there anyone else out on the grounds? It's too dark to see from where I was. For just a second, I think I saw a girl in a school uniform with her hair in braids. Oh? I didn't go to make sure, so it could have been nothing for all I know. But then I heard him begging for his life. Like, I was wrong and I'll do anything. Then all of a sudden his arms and legs snapped, even though I was just standing there. He was just standing there. His arms and legs broke without anything being done to him?
Let's start the party!
He fell over and quit moving, so I thought I'd better get out of there. Then he croaked. That's all I saw. Boomer, thanks for gifting a sub to some Danu. I see. But from what you told us, it almost sounds like Michio's ghost chased down Mr. Junochi and killed him. Well, if I know anything about that, I'm just telling you what I heard him say. That was really good timing on that alert, though. What are the odds? Did you tell that story to the police? Nope, but I ain't gonna. Can't count on them for shit. Not like you'd believe not like they'd believe such an insane story anyways. Right. But there must be at least one person in the police worth trusting, right? Yeah, I guess. There was this one cop who always got on my case about stuff. But he died just the other day. Oh, he did? Sorry to hear that. Everyone who gets involved with me ends up dead. Maybe I really am cursed. Pisses me off. You've got it all wrong. The spirit that possessed you wasn't that kind of spirit. It wasn't? Yeah, this is just an unfortunate coincidence. Though I'm sure it was hard enough for you. That's all I know about that asshole's death. Hey, Mio. I've been thinking something. The way she described it reminded me of something. The way Mr. Jonochi died, it sounds a lot like how Michio died. Of course, I didn't see it myself, but the state Michio's body was in, it was like she had fallen from high up. Would they have been killed by the same curse? I don't think so. The curses of the Seven Mysteries hadn't manifested when she died. And if we can't trust what the spirit board said, then Michio died in an accident. Oh, right. Laughed at that, pissed me off. It was very, very, very pouty. That's all I know about that asshole's death. Okay. Mio's exorcism. He told me, were you possessed by some kind of evil spirit? I don't understand it all too well myself. What I could say for sure is, thanks to Mio, the weird systems that were happening to me all went away. Yep, some people are born with a natural sensitivity to the paranormal. They tend to end up isolated as they struggle to relate to the people around them. They also tend to draw spirits to them naturally. This can cause strange symptoms they don't understand, like headaches, muscle stiffness, and hallucinations, even memory problems. Sure, it must have been very hard. That's how it works, huh? Do people also have their personality taken over when possessed too? It's possible with spirits who have a very close relationship to their target, like siblings or a parent and child. We must never hear about people being taken over completely. It's when two parties aren't in sync that those negative effects can start to appear. So the seances or whatever you see on TV are all bogus? Not quite. There are mediums and diviners who can align their minds with the spirits they call. Although there are people on TV who are just putting it on a performance. There are people who in life had extremely powerful spirit sense or a deep connection with the person. But even they shouldn't be able to completely take over a person they possess. And even if they could, it'd be enough to pressure them to choose certain behaviors that wouldn't be unusual for them to do on their own to begin with. But if that's the case, wouldn't you not know if you were choosing that behavior on your own will or not? That's why there are a lot of cases where people don't realize they're possessed. Though the spirit may influence the behavior and memories of the host, the deeper their connection in life, the easier it is for that to occur. I see, getting possessed by a spirit is pretty complicated, huh? Must have been tough for you being possessed for so long, he told me. Whatever might happen to me doesn't make any difference. Me being able to see spirits and stuff has nothing to do with how things ended up like this. Yeah, it's not like being able to see them is your fault either. Same goes for me. Maybe it's just something we have to live with. I think you have a knack for it yourself, Yako. I bet you could see them too with a little training. I think I may pass. Paranormal stuff? Do I think some people are sensitive to it? Maybe? I don't know. I think it's all interesting. Who knows if it's real or not. Weirdo, hello. That's why you... Right. That's why you do the job you do, huh, Mio? I thought she was a weirdo when she showed up all of a sudden saying she was gonna exorcise me. If you hadn't said anything, I probably would have knocked your lights out. Try to perform an exorcism on her without telling her anything? You see, in my experience, most people don't understand no matter how much I explain. They only accept my explanation after they see the results. Does that make sense? Classroom last night. Tell me, last night before you witnessed Mr. Junochi collapse, can I ask what he and you were doing in the classroom? You gonna tell the cops? Oh, right. With everything that happened with Mr. Junochi. They'll suspect you if we told them we saw you with him last night. Anything something happens with someone like me, all those shitty adults start jumping to conclusions. I understand. I won't tell them. You wouldn't have been able to kill him anyway. If you say so, then I don't mind telling you about it. Last night, the piece of shit Junochi called me over here acting like he was gonna attack me or something. What? How terrible. Whatever, I'm glad he's dead. He had it coming. Calling people worthless and a cancer in society when he doesn't know shit about them. That asshole was the one always acting like scum, if you ask me. Is that so? Could you tell us in more detail why he called you out in the middle of the night? It's hard to explain where to start. What did you mean by Mr. Junochi acting like scum? Was he doing something bad? You know Michio Shiraishi, right? The girl who killed herself? Huh, Michio? I don't know everything, but that creep of a teacher had some dirt on her. And he was using it to blackmail her, call her up after school and make her do whatever he wanted. What? What do you mean when you say whatever he wanted? I'll leave it to your imagination. Nothing that a couple model students like you would never get involved with. No way, that's... How? How do you mean by dirt? I don't know anything about this. How could I not have known about this? Nako, I know how you feel, but try to calm down. Got guts acting like you were a friend. Koichi really did a number on both Michio's body and soul. She probably felt like she couldn't tell anyone, like she had to suffer alone. No, how terrible. You tell me, how do you know about this? I just happened to walk in on it. I know the spots around school people go when they want to stay out of sight. He ran off in a panic when I yelled at him asking what he was doing. Walked in on it? I couldn't just leave her alone, looking like she was about to cry, so I snuck around for a bit. She told me everything that happened in whispers. She probably figured I wasn't the type to spread that stuff around. But she never asked for my help. She told me that she was fine and to keep it a secret. Michio, why? She probably thought she had to grit her teeth till it was through. She was naive. I tried to tell her that if you give guys like that an inch, they'll take a mile. She kept saying about how it was her punishment. She was soft. No. Of course, Stranochi didn't change. He kept on doing what he was doing. I don't understand either of them, but that's as much as I was involved. And then she killed herself. Nothing I can do about it now. Tell me, if you knew about it, then why didn't you? Trying to say it's my fault? She told me not to say anything. She told me it was fine. Or she was fine. What the hell more responsibility do I have other than what I already did? Echo, there's no point in blaming Hitomi. Michio, why? The dirt on Michio. Did you hear what this dirt was? Nope, never heard what it was. From the sound of it, he'd been blackmailing her since about a year ago. For that long? The dick probably caught her doing something she shouldn't have been. She looked very well behaved. Or she looked well behaved, but there's more to a person than meets the eye, you know. There must be some reason. Don't know, got nothing to do with me. Last night, how did it start? Oh, right. Remember the noisy cop I mentioned who was always on my case? He died at the former Yasuda Gardens a couple days ago. Yoshimi was his name. He was part of the juvenile division. He didn't look like a cop at all. Real rough guy. But good at looking out for folks. So he was the only one I could talk to. So there was someone like that with the police. Too bad he ended up dying. Oh, another thing. One time he suddenly introduced his fiancée to me. It was hilarious seeing a big guy like that act like a shy little kid all of a sudden. She told me she was like me when she was my age and that she was on my side. Must have been a terrible loss for her too. Yeah, I do feel a little bad for her when I think about how sad she must be. And I saw him at the gardens the night he died. Oh no. Whenever I would get worked up over something, Yoshimi always took me straight to the park. Then he'd listen to whatever I was pissed off about. That day he called me over there like usual. But something seemed off about him, like he was worried about something. Worried about something? Yeah, he asked me for a favor too, like that was pretty unusual. A favor? What kind of favor? He handed me a weird talisman and asked me to hold on to it for him. A talisman? Yeah, just a normal good luck charm. I figured if that's it, then sure, I'll take it. I'll have it with me now. Or I have it with me now. But that wasn't all. He told me that he wanted me to look for a talisman Michio Shiraishi had that looked like this one. Michio? What does she have to do with this? Yoshimi had been meeting up and talking with her. While they were together, he noticed that she had a special talisman or something. But apparently, Michio always avoided the subject. A talisman that Michio had. He knew that I knew her, so that's why he asked me, he said. Had there been something that Michio couldn't tell even the police about? I know things at home were a little complicated. From what I heard, Michio was keeping her mouth shut about what Jonochi was doing to her. Hard to talk with the cops when someone's got dirt on you. And I didn't squeal on anything about Michio either. Michio, what is it that had such a strong grip on you? Basically. Yoshimi didn't have his eye on Michio, but her talisman too. After she died, he didn't know where it ended up. Since I knew her from school, he wanted me to look into it for him. There's something special about the two talismans? I wonder why he gave it to you. Hell if I know. When I looked inside it, there's just a weird kind of grimy scrap of wood. So you've seen inside it. But from the way he was acting, it was important to him somehow. But to be honest, what he was asking is such a pain in the ass, I figured he had to be serious about it. Oh, and since he died right after that. Yeah, he even said to me, if anything happens to me, take those 2 talismans. Give them to a guy named Nakagoshi at the police department. Knowing what I know now, he probably felt that something was going to happen to him. Nakagoshi? Do you know him, Mio? No, I think I heard the name, I think. So there really is a Nakagoshi. That's a relief, at least. Anyway, it didn't feel right just ignoring the dead guy's last request. Tell me. Yeah? The talisman. Would you mind if I had a look at it? Sorry, I don't trust you all that much yet. Important to me. Oh, okay. Alright, sure. So, last night you were looking for the talisman Michio had? Yeah. I figured that piece of garbage teacher would know the most about Michio. Asked him yesterday afternoon if he knew anything about her talisman. He gave me some cryptic response, like, I can't talk about it now. Come to the school tonight. He even gave me the code to the lock on the back entrance. He seemed pretty willing to give it out, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's used it for his secret meetings there. Yeah, I can only imagine. I climbed over the front gate to get in. So yeah, we met up in the classroom in the middle of the night. But nothing he said made any sense. Like that I was really Michio and stuff like that. He went on and on about how it was my fault, and that if only I hadn't been around or something. He grabbed a hold of me, breathing heavily. Eep. Were you okay? Yeah, that's about when you two showed up. I was able to get away while Junochi was freaking out. Oh my gosh, good thing you got away. It's really all thanks to you two that I got away. I didn't get any info about the talisman, so the whole thing was sort of a bust. Afterward, I was wondering where you two were, or what you two were up to, so I hid nearby. Then I saw you and old man Ashimiya talking, and then Mio showed up. Oh, you did? That's also why I saw Junochi come back outside and bite it. See? You were only here to look for Michio's talisman. The guy's chin. I want to stay in a haunted place. I think it'd be fun. I was dumb to fall for that creep. Junochi's trapped so easily. I could have gone a lot worse, but I lucked out. Yeah. Junochi's death. What you described does sound like Michio killed Mr. Junochi. We did have a reason to hate him after all. No way, you mean that really was her ghost? Like, for real? Those who die bearing strong resentment or regret can occasionally become spirits, either bound to a place or roaming freely. However, it'd usually be impossible for them to kill the living. Most don't have that kind of power. But it's possible they could possess someone close to them and act on those lingering regrets. Wonder if that's what happened. Alright, then supposing what the spirit board said is true and Michio's death was an accident. Then she must have had some regrets. If she really hadn't given up on living, that is. I don't think she was the kind of girl who would just give up no matter what the situation. I don't really know, but she didn't really seem like she had something tormenting her so much she'd kill herself. And that's all I know. Happy? Still gotta look for the talisman. Sure, thank you, Hitomi. Oh, and if you do find anything about Michio's talisman, we'll be sure to let you know. Thanks. Oh, can we get your contact info? Where can we normally find you? Right. I'm not home most of the time. Usually I'm at a friend's place. Here's the phone number. We got her digits. Or someone else's. Thanks, we'll call her if we need to talk with you. And, what is it? You're easier to talk to than I imagined. I was kind of scared at first, but not anymore. Shut up, you were the one avoiding me. Anyway, catch you later, and don't die out there, okay? Thanks, we'll be careful. Alright then. We got a lot of new information. Sounds like Mr. Junochi was killed by a curse, just as we thought. Which means there was a curse bear at the school. Multiple, in fact. Multiple? You think so? Yes, the curse echo we experienced in the school and the one that killed Mr. Junochi seems to be different. The people in the school at the time other than us were. Mr. Jinochi Hitomi, and Old Man Ashimiya, who you ran into. I was thinking he would be among them, but there was one more person. Hitomi saw a girl in a school uniform with braids. From what Hitomi was saying, it doesn't seem like she's the one, or she is one. Okay. Mr. Jinochi is pretty suspicious, though. If he were a curse bearer, it would certainly explain why he was killed. Right, that's why I say there are multiple. Alright, the person who killed Mr. Jinochi would have to be one too. Which means it must either be the mysterious girl or Old Man Ashimiya. Yeah, we should certainly be careful of them. That's sad. The mysterious girl and the fact that Mr. Jinochi thought it was Michio that was attacking him has me wondering. Of course, I doubt Michio herself was actually there, but... Oh, I just remembered. I saw Mr. Araishi outside the main gate last night. You did? It's likely he's involved with the curses, given that he's the one doing the research on the rite of resurrection. So I had to be careful of Old Man Ashimiya and Mr. Araishi. I want to believe that not all curse bearers will be hostile, but... As for what we do, or what to do now, I'd like to find who's responsible for the Feast of Shadows that set this off and how they did it. I don't think we'll be able to end this without stopping it at its source. That makes sense. In which case, next we should do what exactly? We need to talk with Mr. Araishi. He definitely knows something. Should be safer during the day, so I think we should try to look for him. Got it. I'll help in any way I can. But the school's closed. I wonder where he could be. Try heading to someplace he may know, or someplace someone may know where he is. Where to go then? That's a lot of places. Scary comp videos on YouTube. Creepy things people videotape or take pictures of. Maybe more real than ghost hunting shows. That could be fun to look at. Let's see. Look at this bridge. So I need to find more birds. And so, Miyokuro Suzu and Yaku Sakazaki decided on their next location to investigate. Oh. But... I just noticed the night and the day thing at the top. Like, I saw the symbols, but I didn't really think much of it. Oh, wait. Location suggestion. What if I go to the high school? Ashikin, hello. It's an adventure game, so it's a visual novel point and click. The mystery. It's been pretty cool. Has some spooky themes to it. But there's a whole storyboard. It's a cool game. It's only $20. Published by Square-Enix. The music's pretty neat. The art style's pretty cool as well. Kuro's singing loudly for some reason. What are you singing about? Hey. Kuro. Yeah, meow. Kuro, come here. Come here. Here. Pretty baby. Hi. No? Gonna wiggle? Okay. When I touched him, he made a happy little purr meow. It was very cute. But might stop here for tonight. We'll maybe finish it next weekend. Oh no, he is super snuggly. It's just he was on his way to getting food. Like he will steal my lap for hours if I let him. He's a very clingy baby. But we'll raid somebody. Like, I want to keep going, but I don't think my voice is gonna last much longer. I can feel it. It's been almost 4 hours of lots of reading. Yeah, it's been fun. Monday might be back to RE4 Remake. Figured I'd give everyone a weekend to play it. Let's see who's on. I'm gonna go raid this nerd. But no. We'll go say hi to Animate Zach. He's playing Atelier Thiza 3. The Thighs game. It's more than Thighs, it's a JRPG. But Zach's an IRL friend of ours. Anyway, the raid thingy. Spooky Royal Raid. As always, social media thingies, Twitter, Discord if you want to stay up to date. Instagram is pictures if you're into pictures. I guess. Right before Sylvester. Oh, yeah, that's what we should say. Yeah, do what Red said. That's hilarious. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. I will see you all Monday. Probably pick this up again on Saturday. It's been a cozy Saturday game. Have a good rest of your weekend, everybody. I will see you later. Don't forget to follow the channel and check out the YouTube. Like and subscribe. Super helped me out a ton. But bye, everybody. Have a good one. See you Monday.